Yay, stream is on. Okay, so I think I can minimize this one. Yeah, I can minimize this one. Yes. Cool. All right. Is everybody here? Everybody's here, and
Yes, I am.
okay,
Here in the kitchen.
got it. Alrighty. So, just to recap from last time, what we were doing. A lot was accomplished in a relatively short amount of time, I believe. So first thing,
We were kind of productive.
Yeah, first thing, there was a soldier who, or I should say, one of the city guard who was following around Lloyd and his wife for a bit of time after trying to question about someone who they possibly knew, a group of 3 drow. Later on, he was found to be following them yet again as they headed towards the hotel to meet up with the rest of the group. Lloyd spotted him, confronted him about it, and told him to, like, back the fuck off. He kind of put his hands up and said, all right, and backed off, apparently. Allowing you guys to, discuss things in someone's room in private about what your future plans would be. I can't remember if it was the last session or the one before that you guys discovered that the whereabouts of the 3 missing people. They were indeed found to be in the town of what was it? Limestock. Yeah, Limestock. Apparently gonna try and make their way through the military blockade into the quarry of the city, where they apparently were searching for these void fruits that they heard about from one of these soldiers who frequented Draftmore Alchemical Society. You sent a message to Jaez sent us a message via Beni to his sister, saying like, "Hey, I'm back in town. It's dangerous over there. What are you doing? Come back," or something along like, with enough hints to drop that this is indeed Jaez. Like, he mentioned a few things that only Jaez would know to kind of confirm that this is indeed Jaez sending the message. However, the message that came back was something like, it's like, what? It's like, Jaez, like, where have you been? Like, we've been looking everywhere for you. But it's like, we have to finish what we started. But I'll see you soon. Seeming to not take any heed to coming back. It seemed like she was pretty adamant to go on with whatever it was the 3 of them were planning on doing. Let's see. Then Lloyd and Lloyd and Rain, having found out the rough whereabouts of Sturge, who had been missing for some time, took it upon themselves to go on their own little searching mission. So through a number of events around town, you first scouted around for maps that might let you know of any particular area that Sturge might have been by, because you knew he was on the sea, and you knew there was a landmark around that area that you might be able to find on a map. So you went to just a local map maker, purchased a map of the local area out to about 25 miles on either side. And sure enough, there's a place known as Tenzer's Rock that matches kind of the big rock formation, the triangular-shaped rock formation that you saw while scrying on Sturge. You went to a lighthouse trying to get a better view to see if you could see him from there or see this rock. It's quite a ways away into the Frostfangs, an area of the wilderness of the southern coast of Tanartus that is just covered in these naturally forming spikes of ice. Makes it very difficult to traverse through the area. Lloyd knew of a path that went somewhat into the Frostfangs, but not all the way or not far enough to get to Tenzer's Rock. So you opted to go down to the Lake Pebble Beach coast, throw down a feather boat, and begin rowing your way in the same direction as that area, hoping to find Sturge. Then finally, once all the scrying and other preparations were for the most part complete, Jaez went back to his hotel in hopes of Jaez spent a good amount of time looking around the town to see if he could find this figure who was previously looking for him, this guard. And then after a completely unsuccessful hunt, this figure was nowhere to be found, although apparently something shifty was going on because no other guards can confirm the existence of such a person. He gave up and went back to his hotel room, where upon entering his room a few moments later, the entire room went black. And Jaez pulled his daggers out, ready for anything, but instead of an attack, he was confronted by a familiar voice that simply said, "So it is you." And that is where we left off last week. So, Jaez, let's see here.
I'm just wiping water off my face at this point.
That's right. Yeah, some water was splashed in your face. I forgot to mention that. Yes. So you drew your daggers. You were immediately splashed in the face with what felt like a huge, mug or tankard full of water, which naturally would kind of smear or mess with some of the makeup you were wearing. And at that point, is when you heard the voice of Jael Elamshin Khalith, a voice you have not heard in many years, but it's plain as day now that you've heard it in such close proximity. The tones, everything, and you get a shiver down your spine. Let's see if I can find some appropriate music for this. Let's see. Some slightly... this looks promising.
It's the fart song.
No.
Kuke.
It's always the fart song.
Oh wait, I can actually hear the music today.
All right. So yeah, it's meant. I have this. This track is fitting. It's a completely different. I mean, ignore the name if you can see the name. It's kind of irrelevant. But the theme, I think that the ambiance is perfect. So yes. So hearing this voice in the dark. What does Jaez do? What do you do?
Jaez, right now, he's very thoroughly annoyed to have water splashed on him. Keeps his eye on the person he considers a stranger and just keep wiping the water off of him, still holding a dagger in place.
You cannot see anything, even with.
I can't see anything. Okay,
even with your dark vision, there's something about this darkness that has just enveloped the room with the snap of a finger. That is not natural.
Okay, then he's backing himself against the wall, dagger in front of him, wiping his face.
I would say
clearly annoyed.
I would say that given the fact that you are a drow, you're aware of what this is immediately. It is let's see, I forget what the name of it. It's one of your racial abilities, actually. You have
one of my racial abilities, Shroud of Darkness.
Shroud of Darkness. This is a Shroud of Darkness. It allows only the caster to see within the shroud.
What if you just cast your own in the same space?
Thinking about it, a little pissed off right now.
Shroud.
You gotta cast it at a higher level so it'll override his darkness.
So as you're kind of wiping your face off, there's a kind of a shallow whooshing sound, and the darkness fades and is dispelled. And in front of you is this this guard that you saw previously, and he looks at you now with your makeup kind of wiped,
Smeared.
smeared.
Everything's ruined.
Sees
Great.
the vitiligo on the side of your face, and his jaw just kind of drops a little bit, like, you do not know how long I have been looking for you. Do you know who I am?
All I do know right now, and all I care to know, is that you've ruined what was about decent hours worth of work. So,
He just seems a bit, like, roll an insight check.
yeah.
I'm going to.
Insight. And very insightful.
I need to pull up my character sheet as well.
Spitefully insightful.
Spitefully insightful. That almost rhymes.
Insightful.
Let's see.
And spiteful.
Spiteful. Okay. You see, he's oddly, slightly teary-eyed. And speech. You can also tell, like, his voice kind of quavers a little bit as he's kind of as he's speaking to you. Like, it has been years looking forward to this day, and yet now that I'm here, I do not know what to say. I know
You could say nothing.
you. Where is your sister and your mother? Are they also here?
Jaez, he just narrows his eyes. Clearly suspicious. He's not hiding his animosity whatsoever. Because he just says, "Why do you care? Why do you care?"
You really do not know who I am. He grabs a cloth from his from a pouch on his side, and he just kind of wipes part of the makeup on his face away from one of his eyes and off of one of his ears, and kind of takes a few strands of his hair and wipes some like stuff out of that as well. The hair actually would be dyed. It's probably more permanent than that. But you can see very clearly that this person is not an elf, but a drow. And the voice, along with that, is pretty much all the... Because you were 8 years old when you left. So you're old enough to remember what he looks like. And yeah, it's the voice in combination with him being a drow is unmistakable at this point. You know exactly who he is.
Yeah.
So he says, "I'm your father."
He's like, Jaez, he just holds up a hand, hold up a finger, dagger in hand. He says, "No, don't do that."
I'm sorry that I had to meet you under such circumstances. Was not my intention. But,
Sorry. Yeah, you are sorry. You're very sorry. Of course you are. You're sorry that we left, I'm sure. You're sorry that you didn't come find us in all that time we left. I'm fairly sure that you're sorry that Mother's dead. I'm sure
he
you're
looks
sorry
at
that
he immediately looks up and says, "What? What?
It's like,
How? What?"
well, the thing that makes most children in this town street urchins. Plague, sickness. Nothing much you can really do about that.
he kind of takes a few steps back, and like his back kind of knocks against the wall, and he just kind of stares off into space, like searching his memories in his mind. It's like, what? You... This... Where? When? How can this be? This... And...
Like,
Would you...
Jaez,
Your sister...
Jaez still very... Like, instead of really giving him the answer he wants, Jaez just keeps on, just practically just spewing a lot of vitriol on everything that he says.
So, yeah, he...
Saying it's practically your fault she died, your fault Vashti was attacked, your fault I'm the way I am, but now you're here looking for us. Vashti, he just stops with just Vashti's name.
Yeah, Vastruil, yeah. So that's how you pronounce it. The DM is asking. How do you like?
Yeah,
is it
Vastruil, but
Yeah.
Jaez still calls her Vashti.
Yeah. So Vastruil is alive. He says hopefully.
Yes, because I take care of her when she's not stupid and headstrong like she is today.
He just takes a deep breath and he's just like, Jaez, I cannot atone for everything that has happened to you after you left. I was wrong. I only worked as hard as I could to remain within the good graces of your mother's family. I know she warned me of what was to become of the city, but I was stubborn, and I couldn't believe that all of my years of hard work, of rising from nothing, was just to be thrown away at the blink of an eye, and I couldn't accept it, and I know that I am responsible for driving you all away from me, and I cannot atone, no matter what I do. All I can do is just... I tried to find you. As soon as you were gone, I tried. I searched the Underdark. I had countless search parties through scouring all realms of the Underdark, trying to find you. I even had magical means to try and find you, but every time my people tried to make a connection with your mother, it was refuted. I don't know if it was because they couldn't get through or she just didn't want to answer, but just know that I tried. I have been through more punishment than you can know. I'm not saying that your path has been easy, but just know that I am not who I was. I have renounced everything about my old life. I lived for years only to find you, my family. And if, after all that, you still wish never to see me again, then so be it. But please understand, I am not who I once was, and I want to make it up to you, however possible. And then he just kind of stops and just waits to see what you do.
Mm-hmm. And Jaez goes, oh. He lowers his daggers at this point. He's just leaning against the wall, just in case. He's still very distrustful. Well, that was a touching speech for someone, I'm sure. And then he says, I don't see you getting into good graces anytime soon, but what you can do is go get my sister.
Vashtril is... Where is she? She's not with you.
No, she's not where I left her and told her to stay, and doesn't seem like she wants to come back anytime soon and is walking into danger because she's stupid.
That got his attention real quick. He immediately kind of, his eyes go a little wide, like, danger. You must tell me more. You must tell me more. There are things I might be able to do, and of course, I only want to earn back your trust, and of course, keep you all safe.
Jaez, he puts his blades away, still very annoyed and dripping, but makeup everywhere, all on his clothes. Very miffed by that, and he just goes in, and he starts changing, ignoring the presence or trying to ignore the presence that is his dad. And as he's changing and wiping his face, trying to create a new disguise.
I see.
Well, in order to get to her, you're going to need to go to Limestock.
Limestock.
And he tells them that...
Hang on a second, I'm going to just make a knowledge check.
Okay.
Where'd it go? Oh, there it is. History. So yeah, he says, I'm unfamiliar with it. Is it within the Column Empire?
Yeah, it's about a 3 days journey. I think I have written down there. JD DM question.
Limestock is, well, it depends on how you go. Like, are you going on foot or horse, or like, depends.
Oh, I'm sure he could steal a horse. I'll just tell him about, like, on horseback.
So yeah, on horseback it would be 3 days.
Okay. Like, Jaez is like, he's now, also, can I re-roll my disguise check as I'm doing this?
Oh, you'll have to. Yeah, you'll have to re-roll your disguise check.
Okay. Like, Jaez is talking, reapplying coal and everything. 3 days. Was it west? Did we say it was west of here?
Limestock is to the northwest. Yes, it's toward the northwest. It's north of the Frost Fangs.
Okay.
Yeah. So actually, now that I'm thinking about it, no, it's more than 3 days. A little bit. I'll have to look it up, but it's a little more than 3 days to get there.
Stupid girl.
But yeah.
Okay. Great. Love that for her. And the other children. At this point, he's calling them children.
Yeah.
So you can find her and a couple of other friends of mine, northwest of here. 3 days ride by horse.
Limestock. What type of location is it in?
It's a quarry, heavily guarded by soldiers, who I think they're trying. And he's like, his anger is like kind of like bubbling over even some more. He's like, well, I think that they're trying to get past to find some stupid experiment, and she's not listening to me, and it just trails off, still smudging his makeup, and like reapplying things. And you should be on your way to go get her and my friends and make sure that they come back here safe.
Here? Oh, that's right. Surely you have already heard that this place will not be safe.
Oh, I'm very aware, and I am on my way to help fix that.
How so?
That is none of your business.
Forgive me, God, maybe.
he he kind of turns his head a little bit and like gives it some thought and just like says, I believe I know what you are already, Jaez, what you have become. So I will not chide you in that remark. You are what you are, like I was. I just wish that you remain safe, so that we may one day perhaps speak again on gentler terms.
Jaez is still. I'm my stealth check. 1 second. Crap, I can't remember if my stealth was bluff or so. Crap. As Jaez is like putting the finishing touches on his new disguise, no longer turning back into Isaiah.
Aw.
Poor Isaiah's done for the day. He goes,
Oh, the Old Spice
like,
guy.
well, the only way that's going to happen is if I see her safe and sound. Only way that might happen.
Yes, of course.
Including the other two.
What? I'll assume that over the course of the next minutes, the time it takes you to put on a disguise will take some time. So in that time, you can give him a description of what they look like, what their names are, that kind of information that he would need. Like, how much information are you going to give? Just give me the rough outline. You don't have to go into details.
Yeah, he gives Callista's like features as he remembers them, and Arden's features as he remembers them. He doesn't say who they are related to, what they are to him besides his friends, but it is imperative that they are of equal value to him. Like maybe not as equal value to him, but just as like bit close to Vashti in terms of like if you're gonna get her, you need to get them too. Like that's a job half done if you don't get both of them as well as Vashti.
Okay. That's all right. That makes sense. So
and then he says he's like, but surely you should be. You're fairly good at running off and getting jobs done, aren't you? Though, so this should be no problem for you.
There is one other matter before I look for her that I do not want to talk about, but it must be talked about. And I was unwittingly a part of the reason why you were forced out of this city.
That catches Jai's attention. He just turns back and goes, what?
The tiefling. It was some months ago. He had...
Kellogg's.
Yes, you are aware of him, I see. Some months ago, there was a man in brown calling himself Nevin Borderhall, came to our shop. Came under the guise of looking for some textbooks or books on the city of virtue. But as we talked, he let on that he was not what he seemed to be, and in fact worked for the tiefling. He had a position for me. He had heard that I was looking for you. I don't know how. He has his ways, I suppose. And he offered me a deal. He said that if I would go down to Tytol and do some reconnaissance work, as well as take care of the assassins guilds down there, or put them at odds with each other, that I would have access to his information network and would be able to quickly search for you and find you much quicker. That was the deal he presented with me. He even backed up his deal with an entire bag full of astral diamonds, in case I changed my mind. Payment in advance, he stated. So, I agreed to the deal, not knowing at all that you were already down there. I myself I was lamed in the attack on Zalthair. I am no longer capable of what I once was, thanks to the injured leg I have. But my associate, who, suffice to say, his skills outperform my own, was up for the task, and went down to Tytol, was able to infiltrate the Red Scales, if I am not mistaken, and put a bit of a monkey wrench in the works by impersonating one of their own to assassinate their own guild leader. We thought, that by doing so, they would cease operations in the city and no longer be a problem for whatever reason Kellogg's needed that for. After that, my associate went about the town, going in and out of the guards' barracks, security measures, tallying troops, every information that was requested by Kellogg's, and gathered it all up, came back to me. And then, a month later, the man in brown showed up once more, asking how our mission went. We presented him with the information. We met Kellogg's himself, face to face. I should say Kellogg, sorry. I keep saying Kellogg's, it's just a habit. It's Kellogg.
It's so hard.
It's Kellogg.
Ruined you.
It's Kellogg.
Ruined you with our use of the plural.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like we met the tiefling in person, teleported directly into our shop, and after we provided the intel we had gathered and told him of what we had done in the area, he, in turn, fulfilled his end of the bargain. He allowed me to pick his mind for information regarding your whereabouts and where he said he would use his own methods of trying to locate you. We gave him a description or I gave him a description of what I assumed you might look like in this time. I had no idea you were hiding your identity as such. Vitiligo was always a huge factor in our search, and when my associate told me of the drow working under Lord O'Driscoll, my initial instinct is, as it usually was, to ask if it was you, because it would fit the age. But sadly, there was no vitiligo to be seen, so we passed on from that, as we have so many other times. Could not have known. And I curse the tiefling for putting me in this circumstance with you. I know it is not my fault that you left, but your current circumstance within this city is much mine. I am to blame, as well as my associate, but we did not know. So, I just did not want you to hear this from the wrong ears. I wanted you to know from me.
Yes. It's good to know that I was ousted from my second home because of you, too. But never mind that now. Go find Vashti, but don't tell her who you are. Make up whatever lie, whatever convenience, but go get her and bring her home. Or keep her away if things go straight to hell here. Three days there, 3 days back. Almost a week. But we should have this mess cleaned up by then. Or we'll just die trying.
Where will you be after all this? If the city falls and you have to run, where will you go?
I think if the city falls, there won't be really much of a place to run.
Column? Liston?
Perhaps. I've been around. But maybe call him. I do know you have your little bookshop there. Fun little hobby, I'm sure.
Was that you? The other day,
Was that you?
I got word from my associate that someone had broken into our bookshop.
Aye, that was me. Your associate has some good ears.
My associate is better than any drow, that's for certain.
And I am absolutely sure they are a Maverdorn, aren't they?
He gives you, his eyes immediately go up. You know of them.
I met one. Very good at what they do.
Indeed. Very. I pity them.
What's the name of that one?
His true name
The
is...
one we met?
His true name is Maro.
Maro.
But in the shop you probably would have seen him under some other guise. Most likely one of Gleslin Lavier.
Good to know.
Which does...
Maybe I'll see mine again and let her know her brother survives.
So, that the name matches the name you got from Z way back in Hectocartes. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, Lavier. So Glezrin.
Lavier.
Yeah,
Glezrin Lavier.
yeah, Glezrin Lavier. So.
Very fun fantasy name.
Yeah, so it's a very aristocratic-looking drow. But yeah, so indeed, you now know that the person who impersonated you, trying to assassinate Lord O'Driscoll, was Maro, this associate of your father's, one of the few Maverdorn that exist.
Also, tell your friend he's an asshole. Just want that clear.
He was only doing my bidding. He only ever does my bidding. If you have
Don't
qualms...
care. He's an asshole. I'm very inconvenienced. I had to go looking to see who did this. I find out that there are people who can disguise themselves better than I can, who can kill better than I can. Like, no, he's an asshole.
It's like, well, so, Jael, he takes a step towards you, and just kind of says, like, I will find Vashtuil. I may need Maro's assistance, but I will find her. If for some reason we are unable to return to Tytol, look for us at the bookshop. It is the only last bastion that we have under the whatever this moon is.
If you find her and you go to Column, tell her to go to the post office. There's something there for her.
Well, it wouldn't still be there. It would have already been taken and probably en route to Tytol at the very...
Because I thought like the portals and stuff were still like closed or.
Well, yeah, but there's still like mail by horse and whatnot.
Oh, they still think.
Yeah.
They're still trying. Okay, neat.
The post must go through.
Yeah.
All right. In which case, Jaez is gonna toss the sending stone that he was originally sending to saving for Vashti, because he has a feeling that, well, if the mail gets here, then whatever, he'll just take on her appearance and get her mail, and then he'll just have the other stone anyway.
Okay, so you are giving Jael the sending stone to Vashti.
Yes.
I'm gonna mark that down because
yes, please.
We tend to forget this stuff. Like
We
who
are
has
bad
what?
at keeping track of our sending.
The sending stones, right?
Sending stone.
All right, so
We should buy some more sending stones just to mess with everyone.
You go ahead and buy your sending stones. I'm just gonna keep track of them better. That's.
I don't know. We just roll a d20 whenever we try to call someone to see who answers.
Like, who is this? Who's
New number. Who this? New number. Who this?
Yeah, like
Or new phone. Who this?
we get Sturge back from the boat, and he's just got a sack full of sending stones, and we're like, "Where'd those sending stones go?" He's like, "I don't know. Let's find out."
Okay.
I've been dropping them in the ocean.
Does this work? Did I write this in pen?
Aha.
I think I wrote this in fucking pen. Why did I write this in pen? Okay, we'll just gotta fix that. Well, I only have to change one letter. Change Jaez to Jael. There we go.
True.
Jael.
Very convenient.
Yes.
Jael. Yeah.
Just scratch the ZL. Okay, done. Okay. He says, he gives you a kind of a wistful half smile, and says, like, I am happy to see you, my son. Please stay alive. And then he just kind of slowly backs off and turns and leaves.
Like, as he's leaving, Jai says, "She missed you, you know."
Are you talking about wife or daughter?
He could ask that question if he's curious enough. Jai just says, like, she missed you so much, and she tried not to let us know. But I heard her crying enough at night. She even called for you before she died, right in front of us.
Ooh, that stings. He's of course. When you say she missed you, you know, he stops in the doorway, and he just kind of, you know, looks over his shoulder like this, and then you keep talking, and he's pauses and then he keeps walking. So,
Jai just watches him go like that. That's nothing. He has nothing else he has to say or wants to say. He has a lot to say, but nothing that won't come out as sounding petulant to him or angry or like nothing. Like he's already at his limit. Yeah.
And with that, you have unlocked Giles' backstory.
Yay!
Sleep.
Yes, so I will share that with the group.
Daddy drama.
All right, so that'll give you something to occupy your time while I go to Lloyd and Rain.
I will say, like, as Jael leaves, Jaez, he just sinks to the floor and puts his hands in his hair and on his head, and he starts crying.
Oh,
our baby boy did such a good job.
And he's just he's incapacitated for the remainder of the day. He's done. He's just done.
Jaez has experienced an emotion, and he's out for the night.
It's like not an experience and emotion. Experience like an overwhelming amount of emotion that he kept locked away, and now he's just like, everything hurts, and I'm done with the day. I hate everybody. Please go away.
No, I get it.
Okay.
He needs to process.
Okay. So the file is now available in lore and background info. So Jael Elam Shinkulith. So let's swap over to another area. I'm very curious to see where this adventure that Lloyd and Rain are on. Lloyd, Rain, and Miquiha.
We're on a boat, and
we're on a boat, and we're going slow, and we got a koala.
We're on a boat, and it's like a swan, and
it's like a swan, and there's a blue koala on the mast, and
oh god.
Right. Okay.
Anyway.
All right. Okay. So, you guys, the two of you are kind of like rowing against the tide of the sea. This is the weird, diagonally kind of flowing tide. And you notice that, as you've been rowing for a while, it seems like the tide is very clearly affected by the position of the moon sorry, not the moon, Alabar in the sky. So as Alabar kind of tracks across the sky in front of the sun, the tide kind of shifts in weird ways and like flows in different directions.
Yeah, actually, that makes me curious. Like, does Alabar move much? I know he's always there.
Yeah, like basically
But-
pretend he's where the sun is. So when you wouldn't see him, when it's night
Oh,
because
so he does set.
yeah,
Oh,
Alabar
okay.
rises and sets with the sun because he is trying to force the planet into permanent darkness. Like
Okay.
no matter where so as long like he just positions himself in front of the sun so that there's no
Okay.
light from the sun shining on the planet. So pretty much the planet is always in permanent eclipse.
That
It's
actually is a helpful clarification. Thank you.
So that is a problem.
I was imagining him just always there, but like the world is not flat, so of course he would have to move to block the sun for the rest of the world. That makes sense.
Technically he's not actually moving because the world is spinning.
Fair.
Yeah.
Fair.
Like he's just staying in one spot in between the world and the sun is spinning.
He's
To you
He doesn't
guys,
want to burn the calories.
yeah. To you guys, it looks like he's moving, but yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, it's sorry, it's
I
not
understand
a geocentric universe.
Just park in front of the sun.
Yeah.
We have a
um,
big piece.
huh?
I now completely
I'm
understand.
just
Okay.
I
imagining,
studied astronomy.
in Argentine flag, there's that smiley sun in the middle. Just imagining Alabar sitting up there with a big bear.
Really, because I exclusively imagine the moon from Zelda.
Oh yeah.
Oh
God.
God! I'm still Majora's Mask Moon. I'm like, that's Alabar. That's it.
No.
Yes.
Alabar,
Everyone is traumatized.
it's hard to tell, like just looking at it from the ground. But if you had a telescope, I can describe what it looks like. It's
You got a
basically
face?
no. There's no face. The ball or the moon, the planet entity itself is kind of a greenish purpley like marbling of color. And you can if you have a telescope, you can see that on its surface it looks to be wrapped in tentacles. Like there's just tentacles wrapping it longitudinally like around it in various locations, and sometimes in between two tentacles you'll see like an eye, just a huge eye. Like if this was zoomed in and you were there, like one eye would be like the size of Texas or something. Yeah, like that. Yeah. Yeah, like an eye, one of the eyes would be like the size of California or Texas or something. Like you see, like occasionally an eye will appear and then get reabsorbed, and another one or two will appear in different locations. And so it is clearly a living entity. But yeah, that's kind of what Alabar looks like, I guess.
Damn.
Yeah. So, here you guys are rowing against the tide. And you're give me a perception check. Whichever of you wants to do it, and then if you want to aid the other or roll separately, we can do that. It's up to you.
I have pretty good perception. I don't know where you're sitting, but
I'm gonna take a look real quick. I'll
Yeah,
let you know.
Okay.
I don't know
Didn't
amount.
Sarah have some goggles or something?
Yeah, you did. So when you were up on the lighthouse, I allowed you to use your what was it?
the eagle eye goggles.
Eagle eye goggles. I
Yeah.
think
Only 18.
yeah, I let you have that because you were at such a high altitude or like a high location with perfect, line of sight. It's a little more difficult when there's like waves and other like maybe perhaps fog and other things in the way.
Yeah, it was sort of an off-brand use of the item anyway.
Yeah, it was, but
Yeah.
So it's only 18, but I'm trained in it, so I think I should be able to help you out.
Great. Mine is 26.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I'll look at things. All right.
So you need to roll your level in order to assist. So if you would like to assist Lloyd, then you can roll your level, or roll a perception.
Okay.
That's how
With an
assisting.
18, that shouldn't be too bad, right?
So you would need to get a 24 or higher total. Oh yeah, no problem. No problem. 18 plus 18.
Oh my god.
Yes.
Yours is maybe going to be higher than the roll I get in the end, but we'll see how it goes.
I think I got an 18 on the die.
Yeah, that's
Yep.
pretty. All right.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh.
man.
Oh.
Oh, man.
That's pretty, you know what?
Sometimes it's like that.
Sometimes it do be
Well,
like
it's
that.
It be like that.
Well,
Annoyingly backseat driving. Look over there. Look over there. I'm trying. I'm trying.
so you got a technically he did aid you, so you still get a +2 to that, so that's a 29. However,
I have great perception. I do. Or Rain does.
so off in the distance, you're looking so hard for like a swan boat, another swan boat, and you see something. It's just like, oh, it's like wait. There. It's like it is dolphins. I see some dolphins. It's like...
Honestly, just as good, if not better.
At least it's not like a kraken or some shit. That'd be pretty bad.
You're not sure yet. She did roll pretty low.
Okay.
Oh, that's true. It's a
A
kraken, but with
29
like
is not low.
dolphins for tentacles.
Okay. So because of that, you're not sure if you're heading in the right direction or not. You still haven't spotted Sturge on his swan boat. In the meantime, Sturge, I need you to make an athletics check to see how close you can get to the coast. Because you said last we left off, you were gonna go back to the coast towards the cliff face. So, being by yourself is hard to do. So, because you're rowing just alone.
Hey,
So
got Nimrod with me.
yeah, that's how we do it.
Yeah.
This is how we do it.
Where's my character sheet? Was that athletics? You said.
Yeah, athletics. Now we're gonna get lost, and he's gonna be back. 29. Okay, so let's just check something here. 29. Okay, all right. Okay, so you managed to, kind of get a nice second wind going, and kind of, it's like, shake out your muscles and just start rowing towards the cliff. You get within probably, you think within the next hour, you can be at the cliff face. So I'm only going to give the other team one more chance to see if they can spot you. So you guys each row for about an hour. Sturge is getting very close. You don't know that, but Sturge, you're very close to the coast. However, so Sarah, or I should say Rain and Lloyd, make one more perception check. Whoever can be the leader, it's up to you.
Redemption arc. Revenge.
Just do the same thing over again.
Yeah, go for it.
I got a 31.
Better. Okay.
Okay.
Better.
Wait,
Better.
that's a
better.
35?
Yeah, +2, so it's a 35.
That is a 35.
Okay, I was looking for a 32. So if you hadn't have rolled that one, I think.
I know.
Okay, so you spend a good hour. Like Lloyd takes over rowing for a little bit while you're just kind of like propping your head up over top of the swan head, and you're just kind of looking. There's
Checking the wind.
a nice breeze kind of starts blowing. It's cold. It's very cold. I said nice breeze, but no, actually a very cold breeze starts blowing.
It's quite bitter.
It's quite However, the breeze does temporarily kind of blow away some of the fog and mist that's been slowly accumulating on the top of the water, which has been obscuring your vision quite a bit, and that helps. That allows you to see farther, and sure enough, it's a ways off, but you spot clear as day a swan boat that is currently.
I got that little fucker.
Yeah.
Oh my God! It's Sturge McLovin.
The legends are true.
Whoa.
He's got his foot
One
like
day he's
propped up
still
on the
rowing that
prow,
swan
like
boat to
there's
this
Pirates
day.
of the Caribbean music playing.
Sturge.
Like scent of rotting yeti skins in the air.
Yeah, I would say I would ask for Sturge to make a check, but the fact that you're rowing and that you're not actively searching for them, I don't think
Oh.
you will.
I'm not.
Yeah,
But
you
when
don't know
row,
that. Yeah.
Do I see any dolphins or anything, perhaps approaching me in a menacing manner?
Let's roll and find out.
Don't hurt
It's the
the
rod
dolphins.
speaking.
I know that's the rod speaking. No, as no dolphins, I'm afraid. So
Okay.
no dolphins. Okay, so you've got a bead on Sturge now. You two do, and as soon as you see it, you say, hey, you tap him on the shoulder. Lloyd, look, there he is. And you see,
I
like,
got that fucker.
yeah, you see that, getting closer and closer to the cliff side is the swan boat, and yeah. It's hard to make out at this distance, but there's clearly, just a single figure on the boat. So Lloyd and you eagerly grab the oars and both start rowing. Now each of you. So I want each of you to make athletics checks, and Sturge, you make an athletics check as well.
It's a chase.
Yar. Oh wow.
I.
All right.
Oh,
Oh man!
Nice.
What the
Nice.
hell?
Great assist.
This is how it's done.
Fueled by some unknown passion for dry land, all of a sudden, like you just start putting all of your muscle into these oars. It's some sort of insane fever is like taking you, and you're like stroke.
Man, look at him go.
Yeah, and
Cold wind.
so not
Cold
even
wind. I'm
like what
nervous.
would have taken an hour only takes you about 40 minutes, and you make it to the very short Pebble Beach. Like the whole coastline is just littered with these like little bits of Pebble Beach. So you make it onto the Pebble Beach. I don't know if you want to. Well, yeah, you probably unbamp your boat, or do you? I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Defeatherify it or whatever.
Defeatherify it. Yeah, defeatherify the swan boat. Tuck that away. It startles Nimrod, who kind of immediately he was perched on the head, and then it goes away, and he's just like he flies around a couple circles, and then he comes back to attempt to land on your shoulder.
Okay.
So you two, what did you guys get? You still got really good rolls though. I think
There's two of us.
yeah, and there is two of you.
We did well.
Yeah, you did well. He got a nat 20, which is the only reason that you're not
Yeah.
catching up to me. So,
I put
And
the
I mean,
upward motor
43 is
down.
pretty impressive, regardless.
so as you put away your feather boat, Sturge, you do notice not too far off another swan boat. You can see it. You can now actively make a check if you like.
Okay.
I'm about to dive off of this fucking boat.
I'd rather freeze
Like I said,
to
I
death
really
than get
wanna-
hit by the rod. Oh,
Dude,
I
what's
really
up with this
wanted to
20?
wow!
Right.
On fire!
Damn, Lloyd.
Okay.
Like between
Um,
Lloyd and
I
Paul, like
thought you
god dang,
more.
y'all doing great.
Okay, so here's how it is going. So basically, if I'm the cliff, like pretend like I'm the cliff. So Sturge was coming like this. you guys were coming like this way. So in that last 40 minutes, it was kind of like this. So it's much closer now. Since it's much closer and you got a 20, you can actually recognize the people in the boat. You recognize Rain, you recognize Lloyd, and there's a blue snake that you don't recognize. But you, but you can make an intelligence check. You can make an intelligence check.
Okay.
Sorry for my voice, everybody. I've had a cold for the last couple of days.
Oh, me too.
Oh, you're fine.
Yeah.
Is it from the horse bite?
Yeah, I got a cold from the horse bite. It infected me with its herbivore
With this
behavior.
horse germ.
Famously,
Horse
the
germ.
only way in which colds are transmitted is via horse bite.
Horse bites.
Exactly. Scientifically proven.
I'm gonna go on record and say, like, I got bit by a horse. Like
On the tummy.
On the tummy last weekend. That's
you
a
gonna
thing
turn
that.
into a horse now?
Yeah, it's like a.
Oh my God, you're gonna be a werehorse.
Oh my God, JD's a werehorse.
Can I be a centaur? Can that work like that instead? That'd be fun.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess
we'll
like,
find out at the
you only
next
have-
full moon, my friend.
JD.
Yeah.
Is that just straight intelligence check, or is it a nature or religion or?
No. I'm rolling to see if you recall. This is a recollection
Oh, okay.
to see if you recall that there was an egg, and that if you can put 2 and 2 together and make 4. Like, oh, that's probably
An egg.
nope. What the fuck is that?
Oh, no.
You don't know what the hell that is. So
He
yeah,
can only get extremes on the spectrum.
yeah, just nat ones or nat 20s. There's no in between this.
There's no between.
What the heck?
So yeah, you see
20,
Rain and you
21.
see, yeah, that's all you know. You don't know what the hell that thing on the boat is, but you see Rain, you see Lloyd rowing, and then you see this kind of blue serpenty, like python-looking thing that's coiled around the face, or not the face, the neck part of the swan.
I see.
So
Is there a forest here?
huh?
What's nearby here? I didn't ask.
You're right now, like if you turn around, it's just poof, cliff face. There's no stairs or anything. You're not near civilization anymore. So it's rough, so you could attempt to climb it, but it is a little bit icy in spots because it's so cold around this area. So it looks like it's a little bit precarious. So it's about a at this point it does raise on the west, so you're looking at about an 80-foot cliff face.
Okay. And does the beach go?
Yeah, the beach
Where?
keeps going east and west. It's not a very wide beach, though. I mean, you're talking about maybe like a 10-foot wide beach before the cliff starts.
Can I see beyond the cliff, like down the beach? Is there like a forest, or is there?
Not anywhere near. It looks like it's just Pebble Beach for as far as you can see until the cliff kind of goes around a bend and you can't see beyond it.
Why did I come here? Okay.
I mean, when you were further out at sea and your point of view kind of gave you a little bit of, you could kind of see what was on top of the cliff face. What you did see were lots of these, like, icicles, like, looks like reverse icicles, essentially.
Okay.
If you imagine, like, a ceiling full of icicles, but it's like that, but, yeah. So that's what you saw on top of the cliff.
I didn't see any like forests or anything.
Not
at
in
all?
this area, no.
No.
The frost fangs. I mean, there were very sparsely trees here and there that kind of managed to grow somehow in that area, but that area is known for what that is, like those kind of upside down icicle-y things. It's why it's called the frost fangs for that reason. It's like fangs of ice that are
That
just
tracks.
yeah.
Okay. So I'm next to a cliff. Are there any large rocks or anything around?
Yeah, a cliff.
Yeah, a cliff. But okay, I hide behind the cliff. I mean,
Oh,
is
I
that
see.
gonna work?
I see. Are you trying to hide? There's very few places you could hide here, like at all. The only things your options at this point, Well, you can't get back in the boat because you just unbamped it, and that's a daily.
Well, yeah, I didn't know there wasn't a forest here until
Yeah.
I did that, but okay.
You could attempt to climb, and and go through the frost fangs, like wiggle your way through the frost fangs. You could go east or you could go west. You could technically go swimming, but you know that it is extremely cold, and you would probably die quickly.
I don't have a boat. Okay, well, I'll examine if there's like a cave or some sort of anything. Perception or
Yeah,
anything?
you can. I'll allow it. I'm not even sure if there's a cave around here, but I guess I could roll randomly for that. Here, let's see.
It's perception?
Yeah, perception check. Well, let me roll to see if there is one first. Well, I should do that in secret. There.
Well, I rolled 2 20s, now I'm going to roll 2 1s, so it probably doesn't matter.
Let's see what percent. Okay. Okay, just making a note to myself here.
Here's the thing. I can mentally communicate with people I can see, right? I have the amulet.
Yeah, you do have the amulet.
I could talk to the people on the boat.
Okay.
People on the boat.
No,
Are you not hiding from us?
I know who they are, right? I know who they are, right?
Yeah, you recognize Rain and you recognize Lloyd.
Okay. Oh, maybe I'll do that.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
Hey, Rain, what's going on? How did you get here? What's that snake?
You can hear him. You can hear him in your head, Rain.
I can respond, right?
Yeah, we can
Yeah,
communicate.
it's-
Like I think we've done this before.
Yeah, you've done this
it's,
before.
It's a two-way.
Yeah.
What do you mean? We're looking for you, you dumbass. Do you think like we're not busy? Do you think we don't have things to do? Like what are you doing?
They chased me.
What?
Someone chased me, and I ran away. I'm okay.
Would you like to stay okay?
Yes, I'm okay. What's going on? What's this snake? Why are you chasing me with a snake?
What? Oh. I forgot.
Yeah,
forgot
Miquihua.
his
Talking about Miquihua.
Miquihua. Oh, you mean Miquihua? The really cool egg dragon that hatched that you just like left us with that guy?
What?
I'll allow you one more intelligence check now that you've had a
He
sort of.
hatched out of the egg?
Okay.
Given that kind of nudge of a reminder from. It's not ringing any bells.
What? Egg?
That's so funny.
These are Yeti skins.
Are
Yeah,
you ready to come back or not? Are you done?
What? What? Am I ready to come back? Oh, right, the invasion. Oh, by the way,
Yep, that one. Yep.
Blitzkin. You know this word? Blitzkin.
What?
What?
Plitskin.
I found a
Plitskin.
giant.
Quick question. Are you simultaneously talking to Rain and Lloyd, or can you only do one at a time?
I don't know if it's only one at a time.
What's the name of the item again?
I could look it up.
It's like on your sheet, I believe.
Was it?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I put everything. Here, I'll find it. 'Cause this will depend on if Lloyd hears this or not. Let's see, not Rain, Sturge.
We can have a group chat,
Oh, yeah.
I guess.
Sturge McLovin and Nimrod McParrott. Inventory. Okay, let's see. Magic dagger, symbol of victory, potion of healing. Quick function symbols, horned helm. Cap of water breathing. Greater medallion of the mind, maybe, or no?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, let's see what it says.
You can communicate telepathically with any creature you can see. Those willing to communicate with you can send thoughts back to you.
Allowing two-way communication.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, there we go.
So you can see both of them. So I suppose that means you could do two-way communication with both of them. Doesn't say anything about targets, so yeah.
But if it's two-way, can it be a three-way call?
Well, you guys are just in
as
the
long
boat
as
together.
as long as all of the people involved can see Sturge.
Okay.
I would say not to make this not a completely broken ability. I would say that Sturge has to be making eye contact or be able to visually see everybody. Like if there's people in front of him and people in back of him, then he can communicate with the people in front of him that he can see, but not the ones in behind him. I would say just to make sure that this isn't completely broken. And the people who are talking back to him also need to be able to see him. So, but yes, in this circumstance, it can be a three-way call.
Okay.
Great.
I hear that.
That's up to Paul.
Yeah,
That's up.
you can hear it.
Okay.
Okay, so if I hear Pliskin, then I'm just gonna be like, oh shit.
You know Pliskin?
Oh, shit.
That's my code name.
What?
That's the name that I went under when I got captured by the giants.
Now this is making sense.
Codename Plitskin.
I'm like, this sounds like Snake Plissken from the movie. How would the Giants
Just a
know
second,
that?
I have a call.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's funny. Oh, really?
Yeah, I was like, I don't want to tell him my real name, so I'll tell him a fake name. I was like, what's a good fake name? I was like, I'll go with that one.
Okay. That's
Yes.
too funny.
So good.
Yeah.
So wait, when they discovered the name Plitskin, you were just like over here, Glenn, going, ha ha.
Well, yeah, I was watching Glenn's
actually,
face
I was
when
like, holy fuck.
when I was telling when I was talking to Sturge or narrating to Sturge, and I mentioned that that's what was carved into the giant's chest. I was kind of on the side of my eye watching Glenn's reaction just to see, and I saw his eyes go like. He was just like. It's on camera.
That reaction was still like, wow.
I'll go back and find it. It's great. It's a great reaction.
Funny.
He's just like. It was great.
I thought that was your
At
reaction
first-
to like.
My first reaction was, oh, I know what that's from. That's from Metal Gear Solid. And then like 2 minutes passed, and I was like,
It's like, wait. Like,
Wait a
minute. That's me.
I was like, that happened forever ago in a chat.
Yes. Yes, I pull things from y'all's backstories.
Good.
Love it.
It was good stuff.
So yeah, okay. So yeah.
Well, I guess I got to talk to you guys.
Okay, so
I found this.
the boat is now approaching. You're still weary of this blue sparkling snake thing.
Oh, yeah, I rolled a 2 or something,
Yes,
right?
you're very, very weary of this. You do not like it. It could want the rod from you. You don't know what this is. You don't know where it came from. You're not sure why it's hanging out with Rain and Lloyd, and that also makes you slightly suspicious of Rain and Lloyd. Like, what are they planning? Like, what's going on? Your heart's beating a little fast right now.
I see.
But you guys,
Do I climb the cliff?
so I'm gonna
I don't know.
make
Guys.
make a wisdom check. This is gonna determine if you can get. Let's see. You're fighting against your feelings. That's really strong feelings of like fear against this. So I would say if you can get a 20.
Sorry about that.
If you can get a wisdom of 22, no, 20, it would be a medium.
No, my base wisdom is 30, right?
I know, but this is a wisdom check, so it's a d20 plus the mod, not the.
Oh, okay.
So I'm just looking at what the DC, standard DC for this kind of thing would be. Yeah, you need to get, if you can get a DC of 25, I'll allow you to override your urge to flee, but otherwise you're gonna feel the urge to flee.
It was wisdom, right?
Yes.
No!
Or actually, flee or possibly attack.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
So you managed to steel your nerves and kind of calm yourself well enough to maintain, your position and just kind of you're on guard, but not fleeing. You're worried. You're really worried that this snake is gonna try and like snatch the rod. In fact, you're kind of already clutching it to your chest a little bit. But you're not fleeing. You're like, okay, I'll just hear them out. I'm just gonna hear them out, see what they're gonna say. That kind of situation. So yeah, you guys can visually see Sturge's state of mind. Like he can't really hide it very well at this. So your symptoms are what at this level? Level 4.
What are we gonna fucking do, man?
Trying not to do it, but snake. Where is it under?
I'll fight Sturge if I have to.
Go, Rain, go! Protect the baby!
We have no idea if we're gonna get, like, fucking bombed by the fucking storm giants today.
I mean, if y'all gotta knock out Sturge in order for him to come back and get his mind healed, then so be it. It ain't like he's gonna die.
I'm gonna try
It's
to
a
talk him
failure.
into coming with us because
Under
I've
rod
been
mechanics,
there.
maybe?
I've been in the rod crazies.
Okay. So go ahead and
Yeah.
make a diplomacy check, Rain. I will give you.
Great.
I realize that you're not the best at this. The fact
I
that
think that's fine.
true, you do have a connection with Sturge.
Mhm.
Like you've both been crazy from the rod. You've known each other for long enough time. I will give you at least a +3 to this roll. I'll give you a +3 to this roll.
Yeah.
I'll give you that much.
And she's gonna be like, look, I'm frustrated, you're frustrated, we're not trying to steal from you, let's just go back and regroup.
Okay.
Because she like sees what's going on here.
Okay.
Let
All right. Give it a
me
shot.
get my sheet up. I was on powers because I thought I might have to attack him.
Okay. What do you got?
Yeah. It seems my friends are
Not bad.
Not bad.
not too bad.
Not bad.
Not bad.
Sarah, like Rain's.
Waiting.
Rain
to
seems.
jump into the water.
Rain seems okay. She's not making any aggressive action to take the rod from you, and you
Yeah.
feel like she's okay. You're still not sure about the blue snaky thing,
Yeah.
but Rain is okay. Lloyd is a new guy. You don't know him too well, but you feel about like in order of trustworthiness,
He's
Rain
trustworthy enough.
is okay. You think Rain
Yeah.
is probably going to help you hang on to the rod. At this point, Rain is probably going to help you
Sure.
hang on to the rod. Like you can trust her.
So she
Nobody's
wants me to.
because she likes the rod too. She's the rod's friend.
We have a joint pouch of the rod. I
Yeah,
mean.
yeah. So
you have recently vacated our marital home, but
you trust Rain. So you trust Rain at this point.
Okay, well, if you want to come ashore and look at these cool things I found on the giant,
yes.
don't, maybe leave your snake on the boat.
Okay.
Speaking of which, what languages do you speak, Sturge? I don't remember.
I'm actually the only one who can speak to the snake. It's deep speech, right?
No,
Wasn't it?
no.
I thought I was talking to it earlier.
Celestial, right?
Celestial. You were
Oh, it's celestial.
you were speaking to it when it was a
Children's
spirit.
close.
It's been reincarnated. And if
Okay.
well, if you like, I'll allow you to make a religion check to know something about that.
I speak primordial somehow now. Because Ayun gave me that.
You
Uh,
you might like your things that Ayun's given you are listed on the front page of your character. You can swap those
Yeah.
out, I believe.
Oh, okay. What am I making a check for?
Religion, just to see if you know something.
Okay. Do I know something?
Let's see here.
Not a 1 or a 20.
Yeah. So, you through your religious studies, you learned that those astral beings that reincarnate themselves, such as the race known as the Diva, and these Coatls, they have only bits and pieces of former memories that they can sometimes call upon. They can call upon what knowledge they've gained in previous lifetimes, but only in limited quantities. So it's very likely that when this Coatl was reincarnated, it recalled its name and a few basic things about like how it likes to behave, its first language, but any languages it learned, like were wiped from its memory. So whatever you were talking to it when it was in its spirit form, that was
Yeah.
the old version that you were talking to. It probably learned whatever language that you were talking to it in. But now that it's been reincarnated, it only has its first native tongue, which is Celestial.
So it might not, well, it probably doesn't even remember meeting me.
It well,
It seems I don't remember meeting it either, but
well, that's because it doesn't remember meeting you.
That's your problem.
Out of character, like since you rolled so poorly, you don't know this, but I will say just to refresh the player's memories, the spirit said, "Say my name when you meet me again."
Hmm.
It said that otherwise, and then it said like otherwise, I will forget that this ever happened.
Yeah.
So so
They
that's
they said its name.
yes, Miquihua.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah. But are you saying that I should have said the name? Or anyone could say the name, or we don't know that?
well,
Okay, anyway,
you don't know. Yeah.
yeah.
Well, figure it out.
Well, I don't
If
remember
the
meeting a
snake
snake.
like starts flying towards him, like, "Hey, remember me?" and then he just blasts it with
High
a rock.
five! Zap.
I am gonna make a
Grass.
roll real quick for Miquihua.
That could happen.
Let's see.
It's okay. McQueefwa and I are friends now.
Let's see. Miquihua.
That McQueeha's diet is exclusively parrots. Oh no,
No,
it's
no.
gonna happen.
It's like, yummy, there's a rod and a parrot.
Let's see. Am I on silent chat? I don't know. Okay, yes, I'm on silent chat. Okay, Miquihua. Oops, I did not mean to do that. Here you are. Just gonna roll an insight. Ooh, interesting. Okay, So, you notice that this blue serpent, it remains on the swan boat, but upon seeing you, Sturge, it just kind of uncoils a little bit and just kind of stares at you for a little while, kind of looking you over. And then it just kind of, it looks at Rain, and it looks at Lloyd, and yeah, it seems to be, you don't know. It's just, yeah, you don't know. But it spends a bit of time just kind of gazing at you, and
Creepy.
Yeah.
Am I getting itchy?
I think he likes you.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mikwiwa.
What? Gesundheit.
Oh, are you talking to? I was talking to Mikuiha.
Like, no
Oh no, I
rain.
was talking to Sturge. I'm like,
Mhm.
from the boat. I think he likes you.
Yeah.
Did the madness completely make him forget that whole experience?
The rolling
It
of
can.
one.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
It can make you forget like friend from foe and recent events and what your mission was, and because pretty much the thoughts of controlling the rod and keeping the rod safe and secure and watching out for people who will take the rod starts to consume your thought. Like you stop caring about anything else other than you just it's like ring syndrome, the one ring syndrome.
Yeah.
You start to just kind of lose it. You don't care what your mission was, why you're even here. It's like you only care about just the worse it gets, the more that kind of takes root.
Shieldo!
So
You
Well,
must destroy.
want to talk about this giant situation, or?
Yeah, let's talk about the giant situation.
okay.
Yeah, you want to get in the boat and we'll go?
What? I don't think so. Not with that snake around here.
Man. Does the madness end if we take the rod?
Nope.
No,
Rain
it gets worse.
Rain can
That
tell
would
you that.
trigger.
It gets
man.
worse.
He'd be super triggered.
It's worse.
He'd fight you.
Yeah.
God.
I'm suspicious that you came all this way just to say hi.
I have the high ground.
We are not here
Right.
to say hi. We are here to get you back into town, get you healed, and then
I'm
kick some
fine.
giant ass. You're not. Does this seem fine to you? Does the situation seem fine? You smell like shit and you look worse. And this is coming from me.
Are we
Beg your
close
pardon.
enough to smell him?
What?
Are
an
we,
aura.
are we still,
I have
like,
a very good sense of smell.
how close are we?
20 square aura.
I would say that Rain is probably in with pretty close to Sturge. Lloyd, it's up to you how close you want to get.
Are we on the land?
Yeah, I would say you guys got on the land. You probably beached the swan boat for now, just so you could get out and talk to him. So yeah, everybody except for Mikuiha is on the beach now, on the little pebble beach.
Did you
I will.
told the snake to stay in the boat?
Yeah, like
You speak
I would
Celestial?
say that we'd comply with that. Just because we, like the dude with the rod who's like ready to rod anything, like I'm doing what he says. Two snakes in the boat, but I'm gonna get as close as like a movement away from him, maybe a little bit behind Rain.
Okay.
Hey, you can come and look at the stuff here, but I'm very wary.
Okay, show me the stuff.
Here's the stuff.
Okay. So you pull out.
Giant stuff. A big ring or something.
Yeah,
The
you
stuff.
you got a bunch of rings off of one hand of the giant, and I have it right here. What those are. So yeah, the rings you took off. There was 3 of them, and
Okay.
it's here. Nope, a little bit before the back. Yes. Okay. So one of them was a really gaudy gold ring with the primordial letter C forged in elemental lightning on it, and like surrounded in like just little small, those little small diamonds that go around the main diamond type of thing. But I mean,
Wow.
it's giant size, so it's really big, and You know that
Yes.
art pieces that are made of like wrought elemental substance, in this case elemental lightning, are worth a lot. Like there are few jewelers or smiths who can actually work with raw elemental substance and forge it into
Right.
like some item. So yeah, it's a ring. It just has the letter C in primordial, and so there's that. One of them is it's just a simpler in design. It's a big platinum ring that has an enormous ruby on the top, just set in it. And then the last one is not nearly as gaudy. It's just a brass ring that has primordial runes. Not the language, just runes, primordial runes, like written on the inside of it. And it has some sort of green stone set in its surface. It's very tarnished looking.
And then I'll explain it was on the dead giant with Pliskin. It was carved into him or something, was it?
Yeah,
Or was...
so his eyes had exploded from the inside out somehow. He had these burn marks on the side of his head, like these almost look like giant handprints of just
Hands?
blackened, like just blackened handprints, or like on the sides of his head. And there was looks like burned into his chest the word Pliskin. So he was wearing he had braided hair, and he was wearing these white robes with some sandals, like these, like those kind of Roman or Greek style sandals.
Okay.
So
Oh, I guess we gotta look at Lloyd.
so
Just kind of
Ring
like, well, they
ring a
look
bell?
expensive.
Lloyd, make an intelligence check.
Okay. Just flat intelligence.
Just flat intelligence, yeah.
Okay.
This is not a hard check for you. Yeah,
7.
that'll do it. It sounds like like the braided hair catches your the braided hair and the letter C on the ring. Actually, when you see the ring, that the braided hair toga, it's like you're like Carnivar.
Arnivar, they got him.
Yeah, it was probably this was Carnivar. I mean, the ring is unmistakable, but the braided hair just clinches it.
I was already on it. Check, yeah.
No, this guy.
He was
Carnival.
working against Shintra Khan. Must have got found out.
Oh. Bad sign he's dead then.
Yeah, he was planning on taking over for himself. Looks like didn't work out for him.
Yeah, I don't think that went too well.
This Pliskin fella must have done it, eh?
Well, me and
Yes, good
so-
deduction, Sturge.
all of
me
your
and Felipe tried to get away.
yeah.
It ended up just being me.
All you know about any of that is the journal, as Felipe's journal. So everything you know about that isn't much, but just what you read in Felipe's journal is what you know. So you just know that Shintra Khan was found to be doing some sort of deals with a demon of some sort, and yeah, that's what Felipe found out. And then he later found out somehow that Shintra Khan was going to attack Tytol. Like he made a deal with these demons to attack Tytol, and that's when he just kind of flipped out because he knew that our families are in Tytol. We can't wait here and wait to be set free. We need to do something now, otherwise our families are going to be killed in this attack. And that's why even though you were about to be set free, due to the Khan's decree, he jumped the gun and immediately he made moves to try and steal the airship and get out of there. Because he wanted to protect his sister and your wife and your city, your town.
That con you were just saying. Um, so that was a good clue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
So, the I'm trying to think. Let's see here.
Must know I'm here.
Do you want to pause here and see if Benny's up to anything? He hasn't really
That's true. Yeah.
waiting
Yes.
around for
What?
us to.
Yeah. While you
I
guys.
need to go to the bathroom anyway.
Okay. So you guys are trying to figure out what to do, like trying to get Sturge back. Yeah, Benny, what have you been up to?
If I recall, Beni, when he went back to the inn with Jaez, he went to take a break. He was just snacking.
Yeah, there was
Endless breadsticks.
yeah, just snacking. Um, was there anything in particular you wanted to work on while people are getting like?
I guess at this point, Rain's not in the inn either, so he'll be taking a look to see if he can find her in the inn.
Okay.
Because Beni doesn't know that they left to look for Sturge, I think.
Yeah, I don't think Benny knows that either. So
No, we know nothing. They're just gone.
they're just gone. They took matters into their own hands and started. Let's look for Sturge. Okay. Bye.
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 Wait.
Adventure.
Okay. I know this is a crazy question, but sending stones.
Yeah.
You know,
That's,
I have
who do you
one
call?
to Beni.
Oh, that's who has it. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
I figured as much.
Of course.
And Sarah has one to.
I mean, we got them scrolls.
What?
Yeah.
I
If
would
you want to
say
use a scroll.
I I would say that. Well, where is Benny snacking? Are you up in your room, or are you
Benny's snacking.
down in the like the common area?
Definitely the common area.
Okay, definitely the common area. Okay. So you at some point during the day, you would have seen Jael leave the scene. Like he doesn't bother hiding himself at that point. You see the guard that you saw earlier that was standing on the roof of the inn, who kind of jumped off and flew down to just kind of talk briefly. You see him, only part of his face is different. It's like a darker shade. It clearly looks of makeup. So make of that what you will.
If Beni has a chance to kind of snag him and be like, find who you're looking for.
He stops and kind of turns back, and you see now that I would say in your long life you've probably met a drow, a number of drow, and so you recognize pretty instantly that it's not an elf at all. He is in fact
Right.
a drow, just hiding his appearance, and he looks at you and he just kind of says, I did. You were with... Who are you? He just says.
Beni will keep it simple, and Beni is Beni.
Beni. Are you an ally to Jaez Ruil?
If that is his full name, yes.
What do you do, Beni?
Magic.
Beni knows things.
He does.
So
He
Beni
really
doesn't
does.
exactly do
He
anything
knows a
Beni
lot.
thinks.
Well, Beni who knows things. There is to be a large-scale attack on this city.
Oh yes, Benny knows.
Make sure that Jaez really remains safe, if you would. I would appreciate it.
But naturally.
And then he just kind of
Stop talking to my friends, Dad.
he just kind of turns and walks out the door again. I'm like, doesn't seem.
Oh God.
God.
Is that Jaez dynamite?
Get out.
Jaez dynamite. Jaez dynamite.
I would love to see Jaez with like a little frown. That'd be cute.
Anything else for Beni? Like,
I guess it'll depend on how long Rain takes to bring back Sturge.
yeah, at the moment, you don't know where Rain went.
What time of day is it, roughly?
Let's see. I'd say it's probably around 4. Yeah, you guys have been doing quite a bit of stuff today, so it's probably getting around 4 o'clock. Still daylight, if you will call it, eclipse light.
Right.
But yeah, I'd say it's getting more towards the afternoon.
Yeah, that's quite a while for them to be out. So once it's dark, if Rain is not back, Benny still has a extra sending ritual, and so he'll do a sending to Rain
Okay, once it's dark.
once it's dark.
Okay. All right. So it's not dark yet. We'll.
So another hour, 2 hours or so if they're not back.
So technically speaking, I mean, it is June.
Yeah.
So even though it's quite dim and dark outside, the sun is up for a while. Probably sunset would be around 7.
Yeah, that's fine.
So it'll be a little while before the sun or Alabar sets. Before Alabar sets, yes.
Right.
Okay, so I'll keep that in mind. So if they're not back by, we'll say 7-ish, then you're probably going to get worried and contact them.
Otherwise, Benny will relax, sipping wine, snack.
Okay. I will say again. So similar to the previous night, there is a lot of talk, kind of silent conversation going on in the background, in other patrons, other people staying at the inn, just passerbys and whatnot, that they just can't believe that this is happening with the Alabar in the sky, and occasionally there's some dissent in the gods, like it's like aren't like the whole reason we're worshippers of Arathis is to protect us from stuff like this from happening. It's like do the gods even care anymore? This kind of talk, and it's seems like a lot of people are very upset with the whole situation, especially at their faith seems to be misplaced. And then you kind of hear the sound of like lots and lots of footsteps in time, like, and they're coming from outside. So it just kind of sounds like a platoon of soldiers marching. If I don't know if you want to check that out or not. So.
Yeah, Benny will step outside to take a look.
Okay, so you see that there's a platoon of about 100 spearmen. They're the basic grunt soldiers who fight with spear and shield, and a number of them are kind of hauling behind them what looks to be a really big ballista. So there's a few horses that are tied to it as well, and they're trying to haul this ballista. Looks like it's brand new, and they're kind of pulling it towards the shore, towards the coast, to the south. And behind them, there's another platoon about another 300 meters back or so. So looks like things are starting to ramp up, and they're really putting a lot of their force towards the southern side of the city, lining it with like these defensive structures, more men, more guards, ballista, that sort of thing. So just to give you a feel for what things are like now. Other than the soldiers, you don't see a lot of other people on the street. Yeah, looks like people are getting more and more sparse as the day goes on, and you see on probably on a couple of occasions, you've seen a lot of the patrons at this inn have gotten their things together and checked out rather hastily. Seems like a lot of people are making their way out of town. And yeah, as I should say, along with those soldiers, you see people carrying large heavy backpacks laden with all kinds of stuff like pots and pans. Some of them have like live chickens like hanging off the sides. Just kind of they're making their way towards the north, and try and to get out of the city. So that is the kind of situation that is going on at the moment. So given that, I really want to see how this unfolds with Sturge and them. So I'm gonna cut back over to Sturge, like, because this needs to be resolved somehow. So
I know.
Okay.
So yeah, what's going on there? You guys need to figure something out. The time you notice that that Alabar is going across the sky, and it's gonna be really, really dark soon.
Yeah, we gotta get the hell out of here.
I was heading to the temple, but Nimrod got kind of cold, so I came ashore here.
Yeah, I don't know if the temple's the greatest idea right now.
What? It's the best idea.
Is it?
I can't remember why, but I know it was the best idea.
Well, I tried to go up against him 1v1 and I got captured pretty easily.
Yeah, but the temple. That's where the answer is.
Would you like to shoot? Would you like to shoot some giants with the rod?
Yeah?
Yeah?
Yeah, they're coming. They're coming. They're coming. So, like, let's go, and then we can shoot them.
But we don't know when they're coming. I'll just visit the temple, and then we can go.
They're coming today. They're coming, like, right now.
What are you talking about? They're dead in the water.
Baby.
No, that was just the one. The rest of them are coming.
Really?
Yeah, absolutely.
JD, if we try to wrestle this thing away
Eventually they're
from him,
coming.
does that trigger an initiative roll?
Yes, it would. It would.
Do it. Do it. Do it.
Okay.
See, the scary thing about it is I'm pretty sure I can get it away from him, but I don't know if I can keep it away from him.
Well, that's the thing.
I mean, all you gotta do is get it to
visible?
rain.
Is the rod visible? Like you were saying, he was clutching it to his chest or something.
Yeah, usually you'd be clutching it to his chest. Yeah, so probably he's got it in his hands right now, holding it like this.
So here's what level 4 means. If the rod is taken away, you will resort to violence to get it back, only hesitating if the current possessor is obviously stronger, such as a big scary dragon, or something of that nature. Obeying the law doesn't matter. Should a companion or trusted friend take the rod, you will attack them. But you won't kill them just until you get it back, kind of thing.
And yeah,
So I'll just attack whoever takes my rod, I guess.
We have to like all leave together in order to like for this to work, right? Like we can't get Beni to like teleport Rain and him back. One like if I was to jack the rod, hijack the boat, and then get the fuck out of there, like could any like teleport the other two back to us?
I actually think that's a really good plan, Glenn, because then I can stick with Sturge and he'll be on your trail.
Yeah.
That's actually a really good plan. I love it.
Because
If you get the rod and you hightail it out of here on the boat, I can just stay with Sturge and he will find you. No problem.
I don't dislike you guys. It's just your snake that kind of bothers me.
Yeah.
So
okay.
If you want to leave the snake here, I'll go with you, no problem.
JD.
Yeah.
I want to use my ability that makes me go first.
Oh, use your ability that makes you go first. Okay.
Yes.
Let's see. What is that? I'm sure you've got.
Oh, this is delightful.
It's called Seize the Moment.
Seize the moment. Okay. So you use
Seize the rod.
Seize the rod.
Seize the rod.
Seize the rod. Let's see, Lloyd. There you are.
Like a plus 20 to the initiative roll and to have like advantage on it. Like roll 2 dice.
Yeah.
I got it.
I mean,
Let's
I guess
see.
we could leave McQueehua here, but it seems kind of mean.
Yes.
That's so messed up. Why you gotta leave the baby there?
Yeah, let's see. Trigger, you roll initiative effect, you gain a plus 20 bonus to your initiative check. And until the
Which
end.
is like a total of like plus 60 or something like that.
Yeah, so.
Oh my god.
And until the end of your first turn in the encounter, you gain a plus 2 power bonus to attack rolls and a plus 4 bonus to speed. Wow, so it's super like Saiyan mode for one turn. And then like, whatcha! And then, oh, okay.
I guess we
okay.
have to formally roll Seize the Moment then.
Alrighty.
We have to formally roll initiative.
Yep.
I'm in.
Okay, everybody, you three roll initiative. Go.
Okay, this is what we're doing.
Well, yeah.
Apparently.
Lloyd has initiated something, so.
Basically, he's just gonna be like, "I'm sorry, but we don't have time for this." Just like
I love it. I
as
honestly love
he's
it.
Pistol whipping Sturge.
Okay. So.
So close to an 18.
So rolling initiative.
Yeah. Oh, don't forget, you need to click on your character before you roll.
Where is my character?
On the map. So.
Yeah, where is the map? Oh no.
Let's see.
Why can't I do anything with the map? There we go.
Initiative. Use daily power. Oh, it's already built into the programming.
Yeah.
That's cool. I wonder if it includes my my bonus. 60 seconds.
I think it does.
I hope so.
Well.
67.
I mean, my roll 2 times, but it's the 2 numbers in parentheses.
Jeez. Hang on.
My goodness.
I think this is very representative. Like, Lloyd is tired of the shit. Sturge is on edge. Rain is like, wait, are we fighting now? And McQueehua's like,
Okay. So, Lloyd, you are up first. You are up first. Go
I'm
ahead.
pistol whipping him with the knockout ability.
Oh.
Nice.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like it.
Okay, go ahead. Roll it.
Okay. I've got some stuff. Let me see. I don't think I can get combat advantage.
You're gonna make Nimrod really mad.
I think you already have combat advantage because you're going before him.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
A surprise attack.
Yeah, I think you. Pretty sure you get combat advantage. Anybody who has not yet acted in the initiative order, which he hasn't.
Yeah. Okay. Roll.
Whoa. Let's see.
If that misses, I'll use a different ability to get like a boost.
Okay, let's see here. So what did you get? You got a attack 42 versus fortitude. Okay, so Sturge, what is your fortitude?
Yeah, it's lower than that.
Okay. Yeah, fortitude is your weakest one, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, but even my strongest one is not that high.
Okay.
Yeah, 33.
Okay. So, you take 67 cold damage. And you're
Damn.
Yes. You're vulnerable to cold until the end of your next turn, which is probably not relevant, but you are knocked unconscious. Save ends. Knocked unconscious means just, you fall down. You're not at 0 or anything, but
Right.
you're unconscious.
I'm grabbing the rod and I'm getting on the boat and I'm getting the fuck out of there.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, so, and you had combat advantage, so you gain concealment until the end of your next turn. So you have concealment. Okay, so so with your action, you just basically, you're just kind of looking at Sturge, and then in the blink of an eye, you're just like, bam, and just, like whack him in the side of the head with like a really strong like butt of the back of your dagger. You use dagger, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, just you just draw and just smack him right in the temple, and it's so quick that like almost nobody knows like what the hell just happened. Like even Rain's just like, what? And
Yeah.
So Sturge, you are just out and on the ground, unconscious. With your move action, you get into the boat. Miquila looks at you like, kind of, like.
Yeah, we can't explain stuff to McQuiqua.
Yeah. It looks at you, and then it looks at the unconscious Sturge, and kind of like flies out. And it's not its turn yet. So Sturge, it's your turn. You're unconscious, so you need to, at the end of your turn, you need to make a save.
Just roll a save? Is that all I can do?
That's all you can do is just make a save. I don't think you have any bonuses from waking up from unconscious.
I don't know. I don't think so.
No.
Just roll a d20, I guess, then.
You're still out. You're still out cold. Okay, Rain, it is your go.
All right. I know what I want to do, but this was very fast. Have I picked up on what's going on?
Make an insight check.
Okay, that's fair. Because, like, I want to help, but I'm not sure that I know what's happening.
So Rod's in the bag of holding.
Okay, you put the rod in your bag of holding?
I don't want to make contact with the rod as much as possible.
Fair. That's fair.
See, Jaez isn't crazy for not wanting to do that either. Yay, thank you, senpai.
Rain, you do pick up that you catch a glimpse of Lloyd. Lloyd gives you kind of like a look that says it all, and you're like, okay. You're a little slow to catch up on it, but his look kind of, it's a silent communication of just like, oh, come on, like go with me on
In
this.
that case, yeah, I would like to tie Sturge up.
Okay. All right. Do you have rope? Do you have rope?
I think so.
Well, I have rope, if you need it.
Use his own rope.
True, but probably it would be in your bag of.
Probably, yeah.
I am up to this
I have an adventurer's kit and a climbing kit, so unless rope has gone somewhere, I should have some. Yeah.
Okay. All right, so I would say in a 6-second period, you can't really tie somebody up very well, but you can get it started. So on this turn, you take out your rope, and I'll say you start. Where do you want to start? Legs or hands?
Legs.
Legs. Okay, so you start wrapping the rope around his
Yeah.
legs as much as possible. And I'll say
Yeah, I'm going for like a hog. I'm going for like a hog tie eventually.
Yeah. Okay. So you immediately take out the rope and start wrapping it. You don't have a knot or anything yet, but you've wrapped a couple of times around his legs in this round. Miquihua. Miquihua earlier. Let's see.
Also, I want to know if Nimrod's defending me or not.
Nimrod, as soon as you got knocked out, Nimrod took to the air and is currently just squawking loudly, flying, doing circles around the area. Doesn't really know what to do. Miquihua, looks at Lloyd, looks at Rain, what she's doing, and then I rolled an insight check for her earlier, and I rolled really high. She can fly, so she's got wings actually. So she flies out of the swan boat over to where Sturge is and begins coiling herself around Sturge.
Hey!
Yeah.
Miquihua! Ray just like she's like, yes, good, yes.
Yeah. And that brings us back to Lloyd. So Lloyd, you're in the boat, and you're starting to row away. Okay, so give me an athletics check.
Okay.
All right, which you're just gonna go like straight out, like depending on which direction you're going. If you want to go back towards which way you came from, it's a little.
Yeah, I'm trying to get back to everybody else essentially.
Okay, it's a little bit easier going in that direction because the strange tide is more in your favor that way.
Okay.
So.
Don't get too
Good.
far away. Don't make me carry him. I'm not that strong.
So good. You make it. We'll say like you're by yourself this time, unfortunately, but still, 33 is a pretty good roll. You make it a good. We'll say 25 feet off into the offshore. So you're well into the water now. So if anybody were to get you, they would have to swim in the cold water to get to you. And from this point forward, you could probably go a little bit even farther if you keep rolling well, because you're not on the rocky Pebble Beach anymore. First turn, you had to kind of push the boat out and then start. Okay, Sturge's turn again. Make another save.
Okay.
You're still out cold. Okay.
Oh,
All right.
Natural one.
All right, Rain. You're still tying him up. You get another.
I sure am.
You get another bunch of loops around
That
his
was
feet.
a nasty blow. Return.
Make a. I think. What is it for? I think it's
Lord,
dexterity.
You literally knocked him out.
Make a dexterity check to tie off the knot.
All right, just like straight dex.
Yeah, I think that would be the most appropriate in this case. I mean, there's thievery, but I don't. Thievery's kind of iffy what that's used for. I would say dex is more appropriate in this case.
You're stealing his movement away from him.
Yeah.
Okay. So you tie off the knot. You get a 23, so that sets the DC for an escape. Would you like to continue going and somewhere else? Like you've tied up you've wrapped around his like calf and ankle area pretty well.
I mean, how? What's the situation with Miquihua?
Miquihua.
What are they holding down?
Miquihua has wrapped herself around Sturge's torso.
Okay, does she have his
Doesn't seem like
arms, or can I get them and tie them to?
It's strange. Like Miquihua hasn't really wrapped herself around his arms to hold them together. She's literally just wrapped around his torso.
Maybe it's kind of a comforting hug. Yeah, I'll get his arms then.
Okay. So you move over to where the arms are, and you get a few loops around the arms. Mikuiha's turn. Her body starts kind of radiating a soft light as she's
Interesting.
there around Sturge. And
Oh no.
that's all. Lloyd, make
We're gonna
another
find
athletics
out.
check.
Okay.
We're fine.
It could be remove affliction.
Could be.
Oh, wouldn't that be nice?
Okay.
So kind.
You that initial burst of speed you used up as your old man has you're an old man is quickly turned into a bit of a you're like and you don't get quite as far this time. You only get another maybe 15 feet out to sea. So you're a total of 25, 40 feet. You're a total of 40 feet away from them.
Okay. But
Um,
we're a safe distance into the water.
However, you can double move at this point because you're already off the shore. So another 15 after that. So technically 55. So
Okay.
55 out. Sturge, make another save.
11 squares. Okay. Making a save. This is how we do it. Hey.
Yeah, Nimrod is still flying around, kind of figuring out what to do. Okay, your eyes blink. You're like, and you kind of, you kind of come to with like a really bad like pain in the side of your head as you did take, what was it, 67 damage? Like there's this like the side of your face is.
Did I take damage too?
It was.
Oh yeah,
it
you
was
took a lot. You
67.
took a lot of
Oh,
damage.
yeah.
You took 67 cold damage. The side of your face is like coated with a sheet of sheet of ice, and it like your temple is like boom 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 like ah.
Imagine the blow kind of spun him around into a small hurricane, like before he hit the ground.
But you make saves at the end of your turn, so that is the end of your turn. But you are awake now. Rain, your go. So you keep wrapping around his. Yeah, you can keep wrapping around his
Yep,
arms.
I would love to get this tied off for sure.
Okay. However, at this point, he's awake, and it is a contested roll at this point because he is awake and is able to resist you. So
Okay.
Sturge and Rain each make a strength check.
Bless my forte,
Oh,
the dex.
boy.
Here we go.
Strength?
Sturge like hella strong.
Not really.
Oh, he's like uses like
Yeah.
intelligence.
Wisdom.
instead?
He's more of wisdom based. So Rain,
Yeah, we're both whiz based.
So you see, so Sturge, you wake up and you see like Rain is kind of got her knee on your chest and is currently got your hands in hers, and she's like fervently like wrapping like cords around it. You start to struggle against her, like, what are you doing, Rain? Get off! And she's like, no, I'm doing this for your own good. Just stand still. It's just she's like
medicine.
She knees in a little harder.
it's just like. And give me roll another dexterity check to tie off the knot, as you're able to suppress his arms long enough to finish off the knot. 33, good. Okay,
Oh, that was better.
and Mikuiha's turn. Okay, so now that you're awake, you note that you look down, and so the first thing you see is Rain. She's just right there with her knee in your chest, and you're tying your arms up, and then just like down a little bit further, you see wrapped around your abdomen is the blue like serpent you saw from earlier. It's kind of glowing, and it's kind of freaking you out, man. It's just like but somehow whatever it's doing feels kind of nice. It actually feels kind of nice, and hang on a second. Let's see. So yeah, you feel what I would describe as like you being an Avenger are familiar with using radiant energy as a weapon. So you know kind of what it looks like and what it feels like. This feels like radiant energy, but it's in like a very, very small dose. And somehow you feel yourself being calmed a little bit. Like your heart slows and your mind, you feel a little bit drowsy. And you just it's just suddenly you just feel so kind of like heavy. And make a actually I need to do something. Yeah, it's it just says any creature wrapped is filled with a pleasant calming sensation that soothes and helps them to heal. So it doesn't feel, it's not painful at all. If anything, it feels very nice in this cold weather. Like it feels a little kind of like it's warming you up and also kind of helping to calm yourself down, like slowing your heartbeat a little bit. And you gain a little bit more focus at this point. And I will allow you to choose if you want this to continue or not. Because you have ranks training and you're feeling calmer now. On your turn, you can elect to let this happen or not, or you can roll for it. I will leave that up to you as the DM. But anyway, let's go back to Lloyd. Lloyd, make another athletics check.
Okay.
Nice. Okay. So, you get back into your stride and so it's like, okay, just don't overdo it, old man. I got this. And you like stroke. So you move your normal speed, like you move a 30 and then another 30 if you double move, which you probably are trying to do. So you're a good, let's see, it was what, 65 before plus 60, so you're 125 feet out, which is
You're out there.
Yeah, you're a considerable distance out. There's no way, unless they had some magical means of or they're super duper fast. And that brings us back to Sturge. So Sturge, you tell me, what is Sturge doing? What are you doing?
I think I got to roll for it.
Okay, that's fine. It's a struggle with the rod and with everything else going on. It's on the wire. It's on the fence. But declare what means what first before you roll.
I get to pick how.
You tell me what the percentage chance is that this could go well or not well.
Maybe just make another save or something.
Okay.
And if I save, it's good. If I don't, it's bad.
Okay.
That sound fair?
That sounds fair. Okay. So roll a save.
Okay.
There's no modifier. It's just a straight save.
Right. So 10 or better.
Yeah. You'll feel good and like, okay. All right. Let's see.
I can't roll though. Click. Go.
Click. Go.
Not letting me click. Oh, there we go. Oh.
Oh no.
Snake.
Yeah, so okay, so the snake is wrapped around you. You're like, okay, this is nice, and you're like no, it's a trick, it's a trick. It's a trick. So okay, so the first thing you feel like doing is escape. You got to get out of these ropes that Rain has put you in. So right now you've got three things to deal with right now. Actually 4. You've got Rain on top of you. Yeah, you've got Rain on top of you. You've got rope around your hands, rope around your feet, and then there's a serpent around your stomach. So, what do you want to try and deal with first?
Hands.
Okay. So
you
you need to try and make an escape artist attempt.
What's that?
It's a skill.
It's a skill.
I mean, unless you've got other means of escape, I don't know.
No, in 4th edition.
The escape artist isn't on here.
Oh, I think.
Right, acrobatics. Sorry.
Pathfinderland.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry. I meant acrobatics. It's acrobatics. You can use.
Okay.
3.5 life, baby.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Ooh, shit.
Wow. Okay, so So Sturge using his action, he's
Damn.
like,
I thought I had that pretty good.
yeah, he kind of manages to get one hand slid out from the ropes because he didn't have a whole lot of time to tie these up, and so he still had enough wiggle room to kind of pull one arm out. That takes his action though, so it's your full action or you have a movement, but there's not really much else you can do with a move action.
Wiggle away.
Yeah, with Rain on top of you, you're pretty much stuck there. So that's your turn basically, unless you got any move action related abilities or something. I don't know what your skills and your your abilities and whatnot are.
Uses like hero points for chaos.
Yeah, you do have action points. I think you still have action points.
I used it earlier today to.
Yeah, you did.
Oh, for the acrobatics display.
Right.
Right.
I'm like, well, I'm not going to use this for the rest of the day. I might as well use it now.
Little did you know.
Yeah, I don't think I can
Attacked
use
by
these
your
abilities unless I'm attacked or something, right?
Well, if you need an enemy generally, but in this circumstance, you can treat Rain and the Coatl as an enemy. In this circumstance, you're crazy enough for that.
Okay.
Like I said, if the rod is taken from you, you can attack your allies. And the snake you don't even know, so that's clearly a target.
These are just move actions, right?
Yeah, you've only got a move action left this turn, unless you use.
Yeah.
Oh, you don't have a action point.
I don't think I can do anything.
Okay, then Rain, it is your turn. So Sturge has slipped one arm out of the hand restraints you tried to put on him.
Wait a sec. I do have an action
Oh fuck.
that allows me to teleport.
Is it a move
This
action?
is going to change what I was about to do, maybe.
It's a move action.
Okay.
It's called Twin Step.
Okay.
Teleport 8 squares.
Okay. Where do you want to teleport?
And then at the last action of your turn, you can teleport 8 squares as a free action.
I see. So you can double teleport. So 8 squares and then 8 more squares. So that's a total. Let's see, 8 squares, 40 feet, and then another 40 feet, so 80 feet. You can maximum. That's still not enough to get to the boat.
Oh, thank God.
How tall was the cliff? You said it was 80 feet, wasn't it?
Yes, I did. Yeah.
I could get away really far. Or actually, could I?
You could just get to the top, and I would also ask you to make the same I did with Beni earlier. Beni did something like that. You did like a double jump with teleportation.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so that's like a video game mechanic. So being a teleport and then timing it just right so that you start falling and then teleport again. It could go well or not so well, depending on how your timing is. So you may or may not make it to the top, depending on what your roll is.
That doesn't put me any closer to the rod.
Not at all, no.
No, it just gets you away from me.
It does.
It also will not remove the restraints on your feet. It would not remove the restraints on your feet. Things that are inanimate objects that are kind of like a part of you, such as your weapons and clothing items, they stay with you when you teleport. So while teleportation,
it's the old, can I teleport out of these shackles?
it would get you away from Rain and the Coatl. So it would get you away from Rain and McQuihua, because you can teleport out of a grapple, you can teleport out of a a jail cell, but you can't teleport out of restraints. The restraints come with you.
Right. Otherwise, you just leave your clothes behind.
Exactly. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Which wouldn't be good.
Can you imagine just butt ass fucking
teleport and you just show up in the middle of a party? Oh! They call him the Streak. Woo!
Boogadoo.
I mean, I guess I might as well do that. Teleport
Up?
get away. So
Are you going up, or like you can go down the shore or up, or the most difficult would be well, I won't say most difficult, but it would require a skill check to perform the quote double jump, double teleport up to the top.
well, I've been rolling 1s and 20s all night, so
So you're either gonna do
Could go
amazing or
wrong.
you're gonna fall 80 feet.
okay. So I'm gonna do that. Try to double jump or whatever.
All right. So so you
My
cast.
question,
Yeah.
my question is, did the snake heal me? Like I was down 67 hit points.
Let me read the text one more time. I don't think it does that.
Is it more like calm emotions?
That's part of it. Yeah.
It wasn't actually healing. It was just stay cool, man.
Stay cool.
You're all right. It's okay.
Okay. So here's while okay, so right now, if you like, you can spend healing surges as normal and gain an additional 5 HP per surge spent. You can make a save with a +3 bonus against any effect that a save can end, which I don't think there's anything like that on you at the moment. Technically, while you were unconscious, that could have happened, but I don't think you rolled anywhere close to that anyway, so that's irrelevant. That's irrelevant. So you can make an endurance check with a +3 bonus and try to recover from a disease, which you're not diseased. And oh no, sorry, these all happen after the show. Okay, no, sorry. This happens like if the ability completes. So the thing that Mkuihwa is trying to do, if it completes, well, it's. I mean, right now it might if you don't escape this, but right, these things don't. Nothing happens yet. You just feel calm. Like in the moment, you just feel calmer than you would.
Yeah, but I rolled a 1, so I'm gonna escape. That's all.
Yeah. Okay.
Right.
All right. So yeah, there's no bonuses or anything, and you haven't been healed or anything. So not yet. Anyway.
Is it acrobatics? What were you gonna say?
Yeah, I'm gonna make you make an acrobatics check.
Just one acrobatics check. Or?
Yeah, just one.
Roll a 41 again.
Oh. Okay. Let's see. I don't know. That's not so great. Where's my book of DCs? Where did I put it? Did I put it on the floor?
Book of DCs.
Oh, there it is. Over there. Let's see. No. That's a no. Okay, so you teleport up and then you start to fall. So you like, oh crap. You teleport again, but you fell too far on the first one. You didn't time it quite right. So instead of making it up 80 feet, you went up 40, fell 10, went up 40. Now you're at 70, and you still got 10 more feet to go. But make a save to see if you can grab something on the cliff.
Okay. Is it gonna be a 1? Let's find out.
I'd be a 20 this time.
Could be. How about a 2?
Pow!
Well,
You fall 70 feet.
damn.
Let's see. You land.
70-10 damage.
Yes.
It's fine.
Hang on. So
Oh,
that's gonna hurt.
Oof.
Big
70, 10.
I don't know if I have time to do anything.
Go one of those
about
days.
this.
You take 30 points of fall damage as you just
That's like
crack onto the
Basically
beach.
taken 100
So he's-
points of damage in the past.
yeah, he's basically what 97 like down now.
Yeah.
You're prone once again, and but Rain is no longer on you. Mkuihwa is no longer on you. you're just flat on your ass. So
So what you're saying is I escaped? Yes.
you did good.
A little bit.
A little bit escaped, kind of. Oh, sorry. I think it was Rain's. Yeah, it was Rain's turn after that. So
It is. I'm considering between just trying to knock him out and kicking him into a portable hole.
Oh shit.
okay.
That sounds fine. We should do that.
Okay. Well,
What?
well, what are you doing? What are you doing? He
Oh,
fell on
man.
his ass and he's getting up. He's getting up. So what are you doing?
Well, that's exactly, like, I've been looking for, like, I was looking at how to use the portable hole, and it's unfortunately a standard action. So I don't know if I can, like, cut the hole down and kick him in, or if that's too much for one turn.
You get an action point.
If you didn't
That's
use it,
true.
yeah. Do you still have an action point?
Let me check my sheet.
I don't think you used yours today.
I don't think I have, but I'll check.
In game today, not today.
It says I don't have one, but I'm kind of with Kenya. I think that might be old. I don't know what I would have used it on today.
I mean,
Yeah,
you
you
went
just
to
said
a
you bought,
lighthouse
like,
this
bread.
morning. You didn't actually.
That was even yesterday, I think.
Yeah. So you haven't, like, done anything yet.
Yeah.
I don't think I
think
have.
that sounds right. You haven't really had any like intense. I mean, even with the the lighthouse and all that stuff, there's nothing really super intense that you would require like doing something in rapid succession. So I'm thinking you do have one.
I don't think I did. Yeah, let's. I got a portable hole for fun, so let's have fun. Yeah, let's try to put down the portable hole and like kick him in.
Let's Banana Foster this situation. We got this.
Banana Foster. Okay. All right. So you put down the portable hole as a standard action, and then use a.
Yep.
Okay. So you're gonna use a second standard action to kick him in, or try and. I would say this is one of the. Well, he's prone, so it'll be a little easier. It's harder to resist when you're prone. So, Sturge, you both make strength checks again. Sturge, yours is going to be at a -2.
Great.
Okay.
We love that.
We do love that.
Not going in your hole.
Oh, he might not be.
No, I'm not.
Oh no.
Let's see.
That sounded dirty.
Oh, okay. So as you you put your foot on, you try and put your foot on Sturge to kind of roll him over into the edge. He kind of catches your foot and pushes back on it, and he kind of throws it off to the side. No effect. So he's still there on the edge of the the hole. You still have a move action, Rain, if you want to use it.
Sturge. Yeah, I'm gonna back off a little because I don't want to go in this hole.
Okay. I don't want to go in this hole. Okay. Mikwihua.
Fuck me.
Okay, Mikwihua is going to. What would Mikwihua do in this situation?
Imagine how much fun we'd be having if I still had the rod right now.
No.
If I didn't
Stop
have
it.
the knockout ability, I
you're
don't
not
know if I would have
wrong.
even attempted.
Let's see. Character. All right. I'm going to make a attempt. I'm going to attempt to grapple you, Sturge, with Mikwihua. So
Alright.
Mikwihua, once you bamf out of her coil, she kind of falls to the ground temporarily, looks around, and sees you go up, and then like fall immediately back down. So she kind of dives in again, tries to coil around you. So make another a strength check.
Okay.
Try and push her off of you.
I'm still kind of tied up a lot, though.
Your legs are tied up, but you still have your use of your arms now.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm rolling a bit better.
Yeah, you are. That's a problem.
Unfortunately.
Let's see here.
Okay.
Oh.
There you go.
Yeah.
20.
I could argue you have a disadvantage. Oh wait, yes, you are prone. So yeah, you do get the -2. So I guess that's I'm gonna say I got the natural 20, so I think I get it. you're at the -2 because you're prone. I got a natural 20 and we got an equal number, so I would say I win that because it's.
You have the high ground.
Yeah, I have the high ground.
The high ground.
Okay, so once
I
again,
have the high ground.
once again, Makuihwa wraps herself around your chest and abdomen area and just tries to constrict a little tighter this time, but she immediately starts glowing again, trying to calm you. Lloyd.
You're rowing frantically.
You know what to do.
You have a heart attack and die. You've been rowing too hard.
Whoa.
No.
Okay,
So good.
you
I'm
only
tired. Old man's getting tired.
you only get another
More.
30 feet this round. So
Okay, but 30 feet's 30 feet.
yeah, that's from the
Yeah.
double move. You only get about another 30 feet. So you're
Yeah.
having to row and then row.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. I'm tired out here, but
It's okay.
that- no, we
Here
keep
comes
close.
a whole battalion of giants to help you.
Oh man.
So that puts you at 155, I believe. 155.
Yeah.
I'm trying to keep track. I think you're 155 out. Sturge. Okay. This is another use of that ability. So make that roll. Make that save once again.
Okay.
Remember
Oh,
when originally when it was trying to calm you down, you'd rolled a save to see if
Okay.
you could, So again, that's happening. Nope. You don't like this? Get it off again. Get it off. It tickles.
Madness is strong.
The madness is strong. The madness is real. Okay. So yeah, you have your normal actions. Your feet are tied up and you've got a coiled snake around you.
I don't know what he's trying to do to me.
But
Or she.
yeah, it doesn't
I have
hurt.
bonuses.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt you. It feels kind of nice actually, but it's freaking you out because why is it doing this? You don't understand why.
Yes. So that's my turn, or
Well,
what?
no. You get your turn as normal. I was just having you roll that to determine your attitude.
Oh, okay.
So
I guess I can't teleport anymore, so I'm just gonna try to break free.
which one do you want to go for? Break the grapple or break the leg, slip out of the leg bonds?
And run down the beach with a snake coiled around me.
Up to you.
The grapple.
Okay, break the grapple. All right, so it's contested strength. Or no. If you're escaping, you can go with escape artist, acrobatics or athletics to escape.
Okay.
So you got a acrobatic. Let's see, and that is versus my. Let's see. Gosh, I'm blanking on the rules for that. I think it's versus my. Probably versus my constitution? That sounds weird, but I think that's right. Hang on, let me just double check. Grapple.
Is it
We
athletics?
lost
No.
it.
Yeah, it's
Return.
athletics versus something, or
Mm.
what is it? Acrobatics versus another thing. So, just gonna do it. 290. Okay, page 290. Page 295. Keep going a little bit. There we go. Grab. Okay. To grab, strength back. Okay. Opportunity attack. Escape. Where is it? Shift, total, squeeze. Come on, where is it? I know it's around here. Total defense, shift, stand up. Second wind. Opportunity attack. My computer is absolutely rioted. Restarting.
Oh no.
Okay.
Oh,
Sorry to hear
that's-
that. Oh, here it is. Acrobatics or athletics. Make an acrobatics check versus reflex, or an athletics check versus fortitude against the creature that is immobilizing you. So it's your choice. You can choose which one you want to
I
go
already
for.
did athletics.
Oh, you did athletics, so it's versus my
Yeah.
fortitude.
No.
No, you rolled acrobatics. You rolled.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, versus your dex.
Yep, you got it. Okay, so you managed to
What?
wiggle out.
Against a snake's dex? Wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
I was at
I'm
30.
surprised.
So I'm not an epic level character. I'm a like Paragon level.
Okay.
So
But you were still a snake, so I thought it was going to be really high, but I guess 30 is high.
like they're not necessarily known for their I mean, I'm good at escaping. I'm not so great at holding on. Yeah.
Okay. Cool. So I'm escaped.
Yep. And you have that was an action. You have a move left.
Well, I can't wiggle away. I don't know. I roll away. I crawl. I don't know. What do I do?
You could stand up if you want. Right now you're prone.
Okay, I stand up.
But
There we
well,
go.
yeah, I see what you mean though. Yeah, your feet are tied up, so you're just like hopping.
Maybe I should have gone. to the
Potato
feet.
sack race away.
Yeah. So. Yeah, I can't do much.
Okay. Well.
I shift to one square away. I don't know.
Okay, so you shift to one square. Okay.
I guess.
Let's see.
Into the hole. No.
Well, it is Rain's turn, but she's restarting her computer.
What would Rain do?
What would Rain do? I don't know. I really don't know in this situation, so I guess we can wait. Let's see. Oh,
I texted her.
Thank you.
Yeah, maybe we'll get some kind of hint to what we should do. Also, I have a whisper for you once I get back to mainland.
Oh, okay. Well, while we're waiting, if you'd like, we can fast forward. If it's just to me, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Hang on. Let me.
She's returned.
Oh, she has returned.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Sarah, you hear us?
Yes.
There we are.
Yay!
Hi,
Yeah.
Sarah.
My computer just decided to like not have Bluetooth or internet access suddenly because it just little boy got overwhelmed
Because computers
or
be like
something.
that.
I don't know. These
Well-
computers, everything's
But anyway, it's your turn. What did you miss? You miss.
Yeah.
So Sturge escaped the grapple from McQueehla. He's still prone on the ground,
Okay.
I think. He wiggled one square away.
Okay.
Still has a rope around his ankles.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh man, I never do this, but I think I would like to attack him non-lethally.
Okay.
Whoa.
Oh yeah, because he's taken like 100 points of damage. Like he can't be.
He's looking
Just
pretty
knock him
rough,
out.
right?
Mhm.
I see his health bar. It looks rough.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we can see each other's health.
Yeah. Okay.
Actually, helps so much.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can't see the number?
We
On
can.
I can't see the number.
No, I can't see the number.
Oh.
Oh,
the
it's
bar.
34.
34. Whoa.
Okay.
Okay.
Y'all really just beat his ass. Like, wow.
It's not the
Great
first
practice.
time it's happened.
I beat
No,
my
I
own.
know. It's just like
fell
the
down a
second time
cliff,
I'm
70
witnessing it as a
Yeah.
player, though.
Let me get my character sheet up.
Yeah, this is
Well,
not the
part of it's
first
his
time
own
this
fault.
has happened. For Sturge, this might be the third. I'm not sure.
Yeah, so I know the routine.
Yeah.
I struggle, but then they overtake me, and then,
Sorry it's taken so long to do this, but
No, this is magical. This is like another one for the
All
annals
right,
of this story.
Just gonna confirm a couple of things via the feat. He is prone, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So if I get up close to him, then because I have grounding shot, so I don't get a penalty for him being prone. So if I get within 3 squares of him, which I think I am anyway,
Mm-hmm.
and he's prone, I will get an additional 5 damage on my attack.
Okay. And you declared non-lethally, so you can do
Possibly the first time ever.
that. All right, roll an attack, or roll whatever ability you're gonna use.
Oh, come on. We all know what ability I'm going to use.
B.
Okay.
Okay, it's it is a
Oh, shit. It is
So-
an additional 5, though,
to damage though, not to hit, right?
to damage.
So does the
Yes, to
38
damage.
hit your AC, Sturge?
see. No,
It doesn't.
doesn't. No.
Damn.
I knew your AC was high.
Need a
Sturge
45.
is unstoppable.
I am prone.
Uh,
Plus 2 for being prone as well, right? No.
no, she has grounding shot, which
No.
avoids
Okay.
that.
It's okay.
Yeah.
So it misses. So basically, with his, it's strange. It's almost like he knew exactly where the arrow was gonna hit.
Done this before.
Yeah. Like, so, yeah, yeah, it's weird. It's like he moved right as you released the bow. Like incredible reflexes. It's almost uncanny.
Damn.
So
It's frustrating.
yeah, yeah, it's something that his this Sapphire of Ayun does for him.
All right, I gotta. I'll change up my strategy next turn.
Okay, Mikuihua, I don't know what she can do. I mean, all I can do is, and I just realized I've been doing the grapple thing wrong. I'm supposed to roll a strength check versus your reflex, which is probably a lot harder. Must have at least one hand for yeah. Yeah, so I'll do that this time instead, which probably is gonna miss because I know your reflex is really high, but I have to try.
I hear he's got low fort, so that's my next strategy.
Yeah, 25. It doesn't hit your reflex, I'm assuming.
I don't think so.
No. Okay. So
Oh,
kind of
39.
Mikuihua kind of darts towards you, and you just easily kind of sidestep her, and she goes past you, and then she just kind of gives you a look, and slowly kind of flies up to the top of the cliff. I think she can, well, or upwards. I don't think she can make it quite to the top, but she flies up towards the top of the cliff and just starts and just kind of surveys the situation. Lloyd, just keep doing your thing, man.
Got it.
Here we go. There you are.
All right, that
Little
is.
better.
Oh, I'm-
Huh?
I'm sorry. Since I missed him with a basic attack, he does take 4 damage because he gets great.
Ah, okay. So yeah. So you took,
Very small amount of damage, but I'll take it.
yeah, it's just like one of those. The arrow goes back and just nicks your cheek a little bit, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Where it's like ah. Okay. So 26 is not quite high enough to make the check. So again, it's only going to be because you're by yourself. It's only another 30. So you're at 185 now at this point.
Inch by inch, anything is a cinch.
Yes. Sturge, it is your go. You are prone. Only thing holding you down is the restraints on your ankles.
30.
And the snake.
And the fear of having
the
been
snake
nearly
missed.
shot.
McQuihua missed. She went past you and then started to fly upwards. So she's well above you at this point.
And Rain is
still
far
right
away
there.
from me.
No, not far. She's within.
I'm
within
like 2 squares away from you shooting.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
You 2 squares away from me shooting.
Yes.
That's correct. I'm point blank shooting you.
Point blank shot. What you say?
I'm 3 squares away at most.
Okay. Here's my question.
Okay.
I guess they're my enemies. Like.
Mostly, it's. I mean, your main enemy at this point is Lloyd, although Rain clearly seems to be trying to suppress you getting the rod. So
Well, here's what I want to do.
Okay.
And you can tell me
I am
whether
antagonist.
Is he gonna
possible or not.
oath you? Oh shit.
Oh, I hope so. You should probably
gonna
oath you.
what?
Though.
Oath Rain? No, no.
Oh.
I'm gonna attack Rain in order to trigger my ability to fly,
Uh-huh.
and then go after Lloyd. I do that. I do that with my feet tied. Can I fly with my feet tied? Or
How much
do I
can
have
you
to take
fly
them
when you do that?
You can fly with your feet tied, yeah.
up? Yeah.
I love everything about
Okay. So
In a row? Fast?
all right. So
Is that possible, JD?
yeah, you can fly with your feet tied, yeah. So
Right.
so you're attacking Rain.
In order to trigger my ability to fly.
Okay.
And then
So
I'm gonna-
roll an attack.
My plan is in the future go after. Okay. So it's this turn I will shift, or I don't know, move a square closer to Rain so that it's a burst 1 effect, right?
Okay.
Okay. And
I said 2 squares. That sounds great.
yeah, so we're 1 square away now, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Unless the square that is in between us is a portable hole, which we didn't clarify.
No, in my mind, you would have wiggled away from the hole,
Okay,
obviously.
okay.
So I don't think.
Yeah, I think we've kind of been.
Okay. And then I attack Rain, I guess.
Okay.
I mean, she did just attack me, so I guess it's fair.
Do it. Do
Yeah,
it.
that's fair.
Mm,
Friendly fire is on.
Friendly fire. Yes.
Love a little PvP.
PvP.
It's the last time I tried to negotiate instead of just using brute force.
It could have worked. It had a chance of working.
If you
It did have a
take
chance.
somebody to 0 HP, like how long are they knocked out?
Well, theoretically, until they take at least for 5 minutes, or as like a short rest. Maybe it could. I'll have to double check. It's one of the 2 rests. I don't remember. Okay, so divine aspect. Wow. Okay, 51 versus your reflex Rain. I mean.
I'm not even gonna check.
Yeah, it hits.
I'm just
Okay.
gonna take that damage.
All right, so there you go. 29 radiant damage. Until the end of the encounter, you gain a +2 power bonus to AC. So your AC goes up. In addition, you gain a fly speed equal to your speed, and you can hover. The +2 for possible. This has not been. Oh, okay. Not a critical.
where are my oaths?
Not my oath. Yeah. Okay. Oh, you're not. Okay. So yeah. Yeah. So
Is
it's
this
20.
encounter gonna continue till I get back to Tytol?
I don't know.
Hopefully not.
We'll see. I have a
I mean,
feeling it's gonna
there's-
end
I
as
know.
soon as he reaches 0. I feel like Sturge is gonna get knocked out. So.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
wait. I still can maybe do something to heal myself right now.
Okay. So that was your action.
Right. I moved. I action. So a minor. I guess
Yeah, you got a minor left.
what I got left. Like.
But it is rain. What do you think of what you're doing?
I know what I'm doing.
Uh-oh, I'm in trouble.
I'm changing up my strategy because the bees weren't strong enough.
I don't know if I have a power or something to do as a minor that could heal me. I guess I could always drink a potion though, right?
Yeah.
Is that a minor for yourself?
Yeah, it's a minor for yourself.
Right. It's yeah. Okay, let's do it.
Okay. So
What
you
kind of
drink,
potions I got?
I don't know.
Yeah.
So
I can drink some.
you handle that and add the value and reduce a healing surge. Rain, your go.
All right. Like I said, we're switching up strategy. I'm using Binding Aim,
Okay.
which is a minor action that gives me a +6 to my attack
Okay.
to hit. And then is Sturge still right next to me?
He got within burst 1, so yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is
Great.
right.
So I'll still get the. Okay, so I'll still get the +3 to damage for him being within 3 squares. And I'm going to use a different attack to try to hit a different.
Boom! Look at that.
Oh, I didn't even need that. I didn't even need that +6 because I crit, but I'll mark it off anyway because I'm on.
Well, I mean, with Sturge, you never know. He can pull something out of his
It's
ass.
true. No, I was not leaving things to chance. And yes, it's going to be. That's not a lot of damage, but +3, so 21 damage.
Okay.
I think that should be enough to knock him out, shouldn't it?
And he
'Cause he was at 24.
Deafened and
No,
dazed.
he was at 30. Or he's at 30, and then he just
Well,
drank.
yeah.
He just
And
drank
then he
a
got-
potion, so I don't know what kind of potion he drank. That was the potion was
Okay.
on his
Right.
turn.
I drank my biggest potion, obviously.
What a
Which
waste!
gives me.
What a waste!
Well, I mean, what would I do? What would
I know,
do,
I know,
right?
I know. It's just funny. It's just like what a waste.
What happened now?
So, well, first add your potion.
Okay, 80.
Is it 80?
Well, I gained 50, right?
Oh, you're
80
at
now.
80. I see.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just like, I didn't think it was 80. Like 50. I think,
No.
yeah, I
That's
think it
still
is.
a lot.
Yeah, so you
Yeah.
gained 50, so that puts you at 80.
Yeah.
And then you took 21 thunder damage.
Oh, I took 21?
Yeah, you take
Okay.
21 thunder damage, so that puts you back down
And
to
you are
59.
deafened and dazed.
Yeah. And each enemy adjacent to it is deafened. Is that how long does the deafen and daze thing last? Is that a
It might-
save or
End
is
of
that
my next turn.
end of your next turn?
End of
Okay.
my next turn.
So he can't save from it. That's good. Well, I
Minus
mean,
21, was it?
yeah, you
It's
lost
either
20,
way,
you
but-
lost 21, so you should be at 59 if
Yeah.
my math is right. Okay. All right, so you did that. Rain did that.
Wait, was that a crit? You critted on me?
Oh, that's right.
It was,
It was.
which makes me feel like
yeah.
the damage feels low.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh.
So.
Also,
Oh, it's yeah. I don't have. It's low because I don't have auto crit on here.
I see. So this just calculated the normal damage then, correct?
Yeah, so it's max damage plus whatever,
So
right?
It would be, let's see. So according to this, I'm looking at the roll. 1d10 plus blah, 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 blah. So you rolled a 4 on the damage dice, so that means it was 6 short of what it should have been. So that means plus 6 onto the number. So it's 24 plus your 3, 27, and then hang on, 27. 27. And then what kind of bow are you using? What's the enchantment on it?
Inescapable.
Inescapable. Is it on your... Does it say like something per plus or...
Yeah, I was looking at that and I don't have it written down, so now I'm trying to look it up.
Okay. Do you remember what book it was in?
Nope, and I have a lot of my bows written down.
Bow?
Inescapable bow,
Yeah, inescapable weapon.
Did you find something?
Inescapable blade. Oh no, that's an assassin attack.
Sorry, I should have this, but I do not.
Inescapable. Enchantment 4E.
This is the thing about the 4th edition, is that like all of the results are like buried 100 miles deep in the internet.
Yeah. Let's see. Jasper, no.
I have my other bow written down, but not the one.
Let's check Adventurer's Vault. Inescapable.
Let me see if I have it further down here.
Inescapable. Oh! I found it. Hang on.
Okay.
It's in Adventurer's Vault. Inescapable weapon. Okay. 1d6 damage per plus. What's the plus?
Okay, so that's another 5. It's 5, so another 5d6.
Okay. So go ahead and roll that.
Are those not maximized on a crit?
Oh. So
no,
this says each time you miss a target with this weapon, you gain a cumulative +1 bonus to your next attack roll with this weapon against the same target. So
yeah, but I crit anyway, so...
Oh, okay, so it resets back to 1. Okay, so anyway...
yeah, it'll reset from here.
So plus another 21.
And
okay.
I had only missed him once.
Alright, so Sturge, from 80, you took 48 damage. So, yeah, so you basically you gained 50 and then lost 48. So you're at 32.
I almost knocked your potion out.
Yeah.
Sorry, I will make a note of that crit damage so we don't have to look it up again.
Yeah, you should be at 32 right now. Yeah.
Well, 32.
Oh,
yeah, 32.
It says dice slice.
Huh?
No, I'm fixing stuff on my own sheet.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Right. Okay. So that brings us to Mequihua, who is going to do a Skybolt. Which
Skybolt?
Skybolt. I'm gonna try and
come and give me some more lovin'.
Let's see. Smith. No, I don't think so. Oh well. Nah. Your AC is Your AC is huge. Your AC is... So I got a 40 versus your AC, but probably not.
Well, I think my AC went up recently.
It
did.
It's
40.
It's +2 to whatever it was initially.
40. It's 47 now.
So isn't he dazed?
But I'm dazed.
That's true. But still, it's... Yeah. That only...
easier to hit, huh?
A little bit, but only by 2. It's still not... You said
true.
47? Yeah, I missed.
With the +2.
Okay. Lloyd.
Rolled it, it's a 26.
Okay. Again, +30. So...
So 185 or something.
Now it's at
Plus
215.
30.
215. Now you're at 215. Sturge, your go.
215.
Am I dazed?
You are dazed at the moment.
Can I do anything?
That,
Dazed means you can only get one action.
So, I mean, if I fly away? I mean, I'm flying away from a flying snake and an archer, right?
Yeah. Go for it. Gotta get the rod.
Gotta get the rod.
Gotta get the rod. Gotta catch them all.
What kind of action? Like run action?
It doesn't matter. You can do one action per turn. It can be standard, move, or minor. It doesn't matter, but just one.
But I mean, as a flying person, can I do a run action?
So yeah, it would be your movement plus 2. That would be a run action.
Okay, and I'm also a fast runner.
Oh, so your movement plus 4.
Right. I think my movement's 8.
So
Isn't it?
12 squares.
All right.
That sounds right. You're really fast. I know that.
Yeah. Okay.
How
I'll
long
do,
can you fly
I'll do
for?
that.
Till the end of the encounter.
Neat.
It's a
So
daily
just
power.
end
So.
it. Just end it when I'm just flying over the ocean. It's over.
DM declares it over. Splash.
Oh, well, the counter over. Good job, guys.
Blah, blah,
Help.
blah. Okay.
Okay.
So you
I fly away.
You move 12 squares towards the boat. That is, let's see, 12 squares would be what?
Can you see the boat?
I'm sure he can. Yeah. It's not that far
got-
away.
Oh,
He's got special eyes.
general direction.
I mean,
yes.
plus the boat's not that far away. Like as far as sight
Isn't
goes.
it foggy though?
Yeah, but I mean, if you guys before you had rowed for about a half an hour to get this, it's only been like what 20, 30 seconds or so.
Right.
Yeah, so I mean, you're not gonna get out of his eyesight at this speed.
Yeah. I was just thinking like foggy plus like a couple 100 feet out. Maybe it's like a perception check. Or something.
I head in the direction I last saw the boat. There we go.
But yeah, so you head off in that direction. You make it, let's see, speed of 12 times 5, 60 feet. No,
Okay.
is that right? Yeah,
Seems a lot, but that's right.
Yeah, 60 feet. So you make it 60 feet. Rain, your go. You can
do I
take him
roll a
down.
save or- No.
No
I
saves at
can
this.
try
Oh,
to.
save for days. Yes, you do need to roll a
Or
save.
is that it ends on Rain's
No,
turn?
it ends on the end of my turn.
That's
Oh,
right.
man.
Sorry. Yeah, so there's no save. You just
Well, I
wait.
guess
You just have to wait.
That's the same difference, right?
Yeah.
I'll
Okay.
make it. I guess.
Yeah, his AC is like crazy high, right?
Yes.
How long does that last?
Until the end of the encounter. Well, I mean, as long as he's in this flying form, he has that AC bonus.
Does that have to be?
Working out how many rounds it'll take me to catch up to.
I'm working out what I can
Gotta
shoot you with
post
that isn't
here in the
AC.
chat. I'm 43 squares out, and you're 12 squares out.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I only moved once this turn. Next turn I'll double move, right?
Right.
What's that? All right, I'm gonna hit him with Savage Archery,
Okay.
which is reflex, but at least it's not AC.
Hmm.
And I know I know your reflex is also high,
35, 39.
but I don't.
But it's lower
It's
than
what?
AC.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know what it is, but it might be at least lower than AC. All right, let's try it. Where to button?
Oh.
36.
Mm.
Not quite.
39.
Doesn't sound great, yeah.
No. Okay.
He's saved versus the days.
He's still dazed, but the daze would it would give him a -2 to his AC, which is
Oh,
still
AC only.
yeah. It's well a -2 to all of his defenses technically, but or no, actually
Oh,
it gives a
really?
+2 to the attacker. But either way, it's still not enough. It would bring it up to a 38.
Ah.
Still one shy.
No.
Oh no!
Still one shy. Okay, I guess Mikwiwa's gonna fly after you. Let's see.
How about Nimrod?
Nimrod, yeah, Nimrod is actually trying to keep up. Nimrod's not as fast as you.
Oh, poor
Um,
Nimrod.
so, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and roll this again.
Mikwiwa.
Let's see, I do have that, so...
I catch up to Lloyd. He knocks me unconscious.
Yeah, smack.
Into the ocean.
Yeah. No, that's a miss. Okay, so Lloyd, it is your go.
Jesus Christ.
You can see Sturge quickly approaching, like flying over the water super fast towards you.
Like a bat out of hell. Like how?
So, I'm taking note of that.
Use the rod on me.
I can't tell if it would be better to just go. Well, if I like save up an attack with some kind of like hold action, I can drop it on him when he gets within range, right?
Yes.
Okay. It's probably not gonna matter this round because he's gonna fly like. He's going to fly 24 squares next turn, which is going to put him at 36, which is still not within range, but he will be on the following turn. So I'm going to row this round, and then on the next round, I'm going to get up and hit him with the good stab.
Okay. All right, so go ahead and roll your athletics just to see how much farther you get.
Yeah.
And then it'll be Sturge's turn.
Athletics.
Okay, this time you actually you see him approaching, and that gets your adrenaline pumping. Like, whoa, he's fast. You might get another 60 feet. You make it another 60 feet, so that's what, 275 you're at? And that brings us back to Sturge. So Sturge, you're just double moving, running?
Yeah.
Doesn't
Double moving.
lower his AC?
It does. That's a good point. That's a good point. Because you ran, that would have lowered your AC because running reduces, which means that rain did hit you.
No, but
It
her
wasn't
attack was
AC.
against
It
my
wasn't
reflex.
AC.
Oh, you're right. It wasn't AC, but
It was reflex.
or is it? Yeah. Let me just double check. I don't know if it's
Okay.
just AC or all defenses.
No, I will keep that in mind.
Good
Yes.
point as well, yeah.
Was a clutch, like, remembering the rules kind of
Yeah.
moment there.
Yeah.
So basically,
Seems like it
it's
should be all defense.
well,
so-
okay.
Oh.
It's you grant combat advantage when you run, but you are already
so-
granting combat advantage from the days. So it's
Ah.
not
So it doesn't
really.
stack.
Yeah, it doesn't really stack. So unfortunately, no. Okay. Well, it was a good thought.
It was a
Okay.
good thought. I would love to hit him.
Well, that means though, like if he keeps doing this dash thing though, that you'll still get combat advantage on him, which is good. Okay.
Yeah, and I have a +1 next time for missing him as well. So
True. Okay. So that brings us back to Sturge. So Sturge, you're just double moving.
Yeah, and if I can heal something, I'll do it as well.
So it'd be move,
I can-
move.
Heal, drink, I guess.
Drink another potion. Okay.
Or I could think, I could second wind and move, right? But would I do that? How insane do I want this rod? Like, you know what I mean?
He'd be like intimidated. I don't. Probably not, but like it's worth asking.
Who'd be intimidated?
Like if I rolled intimidate, could I intimidate him away?
You don't know.
My guess would be no.
Well, if
But-
I roll a 1, I mean, anything can happen.
You don't know. You don't know.
Because I figure that he's willing to get it, like no matter the danger.
Um,
I'm not going to kill you once you give me the rod. That's all I want, right? I don't know
yeah.
if you know that or not.
You can attempt
Maybe
to
I'll
intimidate
kill
him.
you.
Well,
Um,
you know what I'm saying, though, right?
But yeah, you don't know. You don't know if it would be effective or not. So you can try it. You can So, but yeah. So Sturge, what are you doing? Are you double moving or are you gonna what's going on?
Yeah, I guess I'll double move and drink a potion.
Okay. So take off a
Which is
healing surge.
120 feet.
So well, double move. Yeah, he'll be going 120
last
feet.
time.
Yeah, he'll be doing
Okay, yeah.
120 feet.
Yeah, so
Rain. Okay.
Is
Let's try to
180
shoot
feet
him.
Out or 36 squares.
Okay, so you got combat advantage on him because he dashed.
And I have an extra +1 from missing him last time, so that's a total of 42.
42.
Oh, that's versus AC.
Yes.
Yeah.
42 versus your AC.
With that -2 or
I think he's at like
is he
50.
still dashing?
7 right now.
You're at what?
Or wait, no, it's 40. Well, it's 47, but you got advantage, right, or whatever. AC. Is that right? Wait.
Yeah. What?
With all her bonuses, it's 42 versus your 40.
It is 42.
Let's see here. Yeah. Just want to check
And
something.
AC is 47.
Yeah, it is. His AC literally is
Minus
47.
2, or she gets +2.
So yeah, it goes like like I said, it's weird. You shoot at him and it's like he kind of has a spidey sense or something going on. So
Yeah, I have some stuff left that's not AC, but they're dailies, and I'm hesitating a little bit on it, but maybe next time.
Okay, well, if you get another
yeah.
shot at him, you get another plus. Your thing goes up to +2 now. So.
Yep.
Okay, Mikuihua is out of range entirely at this point, I think. So, she hangs back. Just kind of follows, but doesn't do anything else. Lloyd's up.
Okay. I am going to. How does like holding an action work? I know there's two things you can do. There's like changing your initiative, and then there's holding an action, right?
So, if you want to, just hold. How can I say, like, just change your turn? Then you can elect to just permanently change your turn. You do nothing on your turn. You just simply
Right.
wait, and then your initiative becomes the new initiative when you
Right.
wait.
I kind of want to interrupt whatever it is he's doing, though. Is there a hold action like 5e?
If you pick a specific trigger, and that trigger occurs, then your action becomes an interrupt. So yes, you can interrupt if your trigger that you declared occurs, then whatever you had prepared happens before the triggering action.
Okay. And I know that he is able to get actually farther than where I'm at on his next move.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to, as Lloyd, assume that this is gonna probably work. So I'm going to prepare. And when you use this this interrupt thing, is that the only action you can take on your turn?
You basically
Okay.
let me
Just checking.
So let's see. Let's see. Yeah, immediate action. So you take your readied action when the trigger occurs. Let's see. Hang on a second. Readied action. Readied action. Let me just second wind. Ready in action. Okay, so choose an action to ready. You choose the specific action you are readying, what attack you plan to use, for example, as well as your intended target. You can ready a standard action, move action, or minor action, whichever action you choose. The act of readying is a standard action. You choose the trigger. When that action occurs, you use your readied action. If the trigger doesn't occur, or you choose to ignore it, you can't use your readied action, and you take your next turn as normal. So here's this part. So if you, you can use the rest of your turn as normal. So like, for example, if you readied a standard action,
I just push that action off into the future.
basically, yeah. And then this turn, you still get your move if you wanted to move, and a minor if you have a minor or something. But yeah, let me just read this real quick. If you want to use a readied action to attack before an enemy attacks, you should ready your action in response to the enemy's movement. That way, your attack will be triggered by a portion of the enemy's move, and you will interrupt it and attack first. If you ready an action to be triggered by an enemy attack, your readied action will occur as a reaction to the attack. So your attack goes after the enemy. So basically, you would probably ready your action to say, like, he gets within X squares of me, and then I do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
And would it activate, like, say he's taking his movement and he's not done with his movement, but he's close enough? Would it go off before he's done?
Yeah, before he's done. Basically, you get to choose, like, when he gets into this square, or like this many squares from me, I do this. It doesn't matter if has finished that movement or not.
Okay. I'm going to prepare. I could do stunning strike, but that's versus AC, and I really don't want to fuck with that right now. So I'm gonna prepare steel entrapment, and as soon as he gets close enough to me,
Define close
I'm
enough.
gonna
Like,
let it go.
Like, does it need to be a certain number of squares?
Blast 5.
Okay. So within 5. That's the minimum requirement. So within 5 of you do it. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're readying that action. Any move or minor or anything?
I think if I do a move, he's still within range. I think so, because
I would say if you're intending to move the boat, moving the boat is more of a standard action because you're using your arms.
Okay, yeah.
So probably, unless you're just moving, like walking on the boat, that's okay.
Yeah, I think he's, let's see, he'll get another 24, which would put him at 60. So he'll be 5 squares of leeway. So yeah, I'm not gonna worry about it. I'm just gonna hold that action, and
okay.
I don't think I've got any minors that would exactly benefit me just yet.
Okay. So that brings us back to Sturge. So.
Okay. I move.
All right.
I don't know how far. Am I close enough to him yet or not yet?
I don't know what your intentions are. So are you just going in to swipe at him with a sword, or what are you trying to do?
I'm gonna charge, obviously. I'm gonna charge. But...
Okay. So so you get within 5 feet. So now, Lloyd, you get to make your attack.
Okay.
Wait. My charge is my movement, right? I need to know exactly because I'm gonna be substantial. That's all. as part of my charge. So
You're-
distance is important, right?
So you were
Did he trigger before I started to charge or after I started to charge? You know what I
I
mean?
guess it depends on when you start it.
let's see.
The
Sturge.
distance.
Okay, let me just check here. So 275 versus 180. So if you moved 60, that would put you at. Oh, okay.
Oh, what
I
happened?
was like, oh, lots of dice just.
Oh, is that me? I thought I canceled it.
That's okay.
Okay, this will happen to me.
So you basically, here's what'll happen. You'll move 60 feet, and you're still not there yet. So then
Is he within 60?
then the second half. So you do a move first, and then to reach him, the second part will be the charge.
Yeah, so I'll be insubstantial.
You'll be insubstantial. Okay.
Yeah.
So.
But apparently I'm not going to make it that far, whatever this is happening to me.
Okay, so
If I do,
You're gonna get immobilized if it hits.
okay, so 38 versus your fortitude.
my fortitude.
Yes.
Wow. My fortitude is 33.
So it's a hit, and it's a crit. Looks like. Oh wait, no, that's just the damage. Sorry. So 30.
Maximum damage.
So yeah, that is a hit, and you take 30.
And you're immobilized.
Yeah, 33 cold damage. You are immobilized and gain vulnerability cold till the end of your next
I think I already
turn.
am vulnerable from before.
No, it only lasts a turn, and it's been
Oh,
more
okay.
than it.
I gotta re-up it every round.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's see. And you did have combat advantage. Did you know that? Lloyd.
Me?
I ran.
Whatever reason, it didn't ask me
Still
any
a hit.
questions.
Probably because it's not it's a blast and not a melee.
Oh, it's kind of like an approximation of a saving throw, like kind of thing from 5e.
Yeah. But anyway, so yeah, 33 cold damage goes through, vulnerable to cold, and for targets that you have combat advantage against, which you do, add 2 to the attack rolls and 9 cold damage. So 9 more cold damage, bringing it to 42. If you use sneak attack against one of the targets, it deals an additional 22 cold damage to it, or 40 cold damage if a crit. So it's just because of this info included here because it must be manually added due to multiple targets. That's what happened.
Okay.
So you could
Would
use
grant me sneak attack?
you have combat advantage on him, and that's all you need to do it.
Okay. I mean, I'll throw that on there.
Okay. So yeah, in that case, it dealt an additional 22 cold damage, so that brings it up to 55 plus 9, 64.
And I'm at 57, so it should be enough.
Yeah. So yeah, with that, so Lloyd is like puts his leg up on the bow of the ship and is.
But wait, there's more.
Oh, yeah. What's going on?
Since I'm an epic level.
Well, plus you're insubstantial, so
Oh.
I don't
Cool.
don't think this takes you down because of the insubstantial.
What does that do? Is that like Barbarian Rage, where it's like half damage?
Yeah, half damage.
Yeah.
So
what's
as you're coming in for the hit, this barrage of just steel comes out of nowhere. All these like knives and like shurikens and all these things just go whoosh out in front of you, and they just like start lacerating all kinds of like all of your bits. All of your bits are lacerated. And you find that yourself just stopped in the middle of the air. And your flight ability says you can hover, correct?
Yeah.
So if you can hover, you don't automatically fall, I think, but you are immobilized in midair with this ability. So your charge is just halted, dead stop, right when you get within 5 feet of him. And you take half of the damage, so let me just calculate this damage one more time. Let's see, so 31, 64, so half of that would be 32.
32?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so you took 32 damage, and you now have vulnerability to cold until the end of your next turn. And that
Sounds like he springs back up when he goes down, though. That's gonna be a thing.
Oh, right, that. So Rain, it is your go.
All right. Well, let me have a think about the things I know about Sturge for just a quick sec. Yeah,
I'm kind of starting to wonder if you're even in range anymore. How far can you shoot?
That is a great question.
Because right now he's like 270.
We're 55 squares out.
Yeah, 275 feet is quite a distance.
That is quite a distance.
It's like, how far can Rain shoot?
Pretty far.
There's probably 2 range increments, like a normal and a distance.
Yeah, pretty far, but there is a limit.
Yeah.
Ride the snake.
Saddle up on the old snake.
Let's see here.
My max range is 45 squares.
So yeah, they're 55 squares out. So it's he's out of distance. He's like, even if you shot, your arrow would just kind of go.
Yeah.
Sploosh.
Wow.
Oh, he's out of the far range.
Yeah.
Ride the snake.
Oh,
that would be great. I don't know if the Queefwa is rideable.
I don't know about that. I don't know if she's that strong. She's only a medium-sized creature.
Fairly light, and she lost all that weight from the rod. She's doing great.
How much do you weigh?
I don't know if the bread gained that weight back from the bread, though.
I weigh 100 pounds.
100
Is that
pounds.
with the weight loss from the rod?
It's with the weight loss from the rod, yes.
Oh
You
my
lost
god,
weight?
you're like,
The rod?
like she lost what, 20 pounds? I was like, she was already like scraggly.
Because she was 130.
Let me see something real quick. Carrying, lifting, and dragging.
All right. He's
Let's
emaciated.
see. This could
Trying to pick up
potentially
with the
work.
breadsticks.
Is that?
Oh god, I love it.
Does this include your like gear and stuff, or just you yourself weighing that much?
Probably just me.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's a little. We'll just round up a little bit.
I do. I have most of my stuff's in a handy haversack, so that at least mitigates most of the weight. I think it weighs 11 pounds.
Good point. Good point.
I have that written down because I was just looking through my notes for
Okay,
something
so
else.
it says multiply your strength score by 10. That's the weight in pounds that you can carry around without penalty. So she's actually surprisingly strong. I mean, not like epic strong, but strong enough to, yeah, she can carry you.
Oh yeah.
Oh, sorry, the haversack only weighs 1 pound.
Yeah.
It was 1L, not 11B.
And no worries, because 10 times her strength score, she can carry up to 170 pounds.
Oh yeah.
So, okay. So she kind of,
Giddy
like,
up.
well, I mean, can you communicate to her somehow that you want to ride her?
Yeah, can I just kind of...
By the way, but right now she's kind of over the water, somewhere in between you and Sturge. So you have to call her back.
Yeah,
as
I want to.
well.
Yeah, I want to call to her like Mikwihwa.
Okay.
And I want to get her attention, and then I just want to basically pantomime it, like to her, and then point to me, and then do like the motion of like getting on a horse.
Okay. Make what would this be? You want to go? It's your choice. You can go. Oh wait, there is no. You can do like nature, as in like an animal handling type of deal, or you can do diplomacy.
Oh, I'm definitely doing nature.
Okay. Okay, let's see. 43. Okay.
Cool.
Yeah, I'll say that she kind of sees you and turns and kind of hovers back over to where you are. She can do that, and she didn't get that far, so she can do that in a turn. So on this turn, you call her back. She comes to you on her turn, and you manage to get on top of this like thing. Like, oh,
Yes.
okay.
Can I? While I'm waiting for her to come, I would like to pick up my portable hole so I don't leave it here.
Good deal. Okay, so you got your portable hole. That's good. That brings us back to
It's a-
Lloyd. Okay, so Lloyd, Sturge is right there in front of you, 5 feet, just floating. Or not 5 feet, 5 squares off the edge of the boat, just floating there. What do you do?
I think I'm going to go full force this time and go for the deep dagger wound. I think
Okay.
that's AC. Let me see if I can find something a little bit more.
So it's not whatever it is. It can't be melee because he's too far to do melee. Just so you know.
Oh, yeah, he's in the air.
Yeah, he's in the air and he's like 5 squares or 25 feet off the edge of the boat, just floating over the water.
Okay. How long does the insubstantial thing last? Is that while he's charging, or is that
just
for
while
the
he's
round?
that's a good question. Let's see.
Am I still charging or am I finished? That's the question.
It got halted. It got wasted. So I would say if let me read the ability. Sturge power. What did you use? It was called spectral charge.
I'm spectral when I'm charging, basically.
It was
Yeah.
spectral charge. Okay. Let's see. Let me just see here.
So I'm not charging anymore, so I'm not spectral.
Yeah. So.
Is that right? Or is it till
When
the
charging?
end of the next
Oh no, that's not it. If you charge, you become insubstantial when you begin the charge. The attack deals an additional. Yeah, I think it's just while you're charging.
Yeah, when you begin the charge.
Yeah. So basically, he's no longer insubstantial.
Okay. Okay. Oh, basically, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hold another.
Wait.
Oh shit.
Okay.
Go up a few lines.
Huh?
Effect. Before the attack, you become insubstantial until the end of your next turn.
Okay.
It was up at the top of the description.
I
Remember?
see. Yeah. Okay. So he is still insubstantial. So you can hit him, but it takes half damage.
Right. What is an interrupt? Is that an immediate reaction?
An interrupt? Interrupt means it happens before the triggering action.
Right, but does that only consume my action, or is that also an immediate reaction? Or if I
generally speaking, an interrupt happens on someone else's turn.
Okay,
and you get one of those per combat round.
Right. So let's say I use an interrupt. Can I also use an immediate reaction?
Not on the same combat round.
Okay, that's what I need. So there's only one action on someone else's turn.
I gotta grab my kid.
Shit.
Oh man, what a wild evening we're having here in the DN.
Sorry. We're having a long battle.
Well, we got that combat we wanted.
I love it's just like 3 high-level PCs just like stumbling over each other.
But if I hadn't rolled a 1, I would have just lay there and let the snake heal me, right? But then this happened.
Yeah. That's true.
I love how 3 of our players are fighting each other. One's having a mental breakdown in his room, and Benny's just like, "Where the hell is everybody?"
Maybe.
if I get him knocked out, I'm gonna leave it up to you, Rain, because I'm gonna push him off the boat.
No.
You don't want anything to do with it.
Yeah, same here.
I'm gonna
Well,
leave
actually,
this
I'll rod
here.
him first and then push him off the boat.
Bloop. Into the drip you go.
Just
No.
like I need to, because like, what did you have to spend to get that flying? Like, is that something you can do like a bunch of times?
Oh, that's my daily action. I fly every
Okay.
time I charge, but
Okay.
I don't fly all the time.
I can make this game.
I see.
I can DM.
This is difficult.
Okay, so I think we've been playing for a good long while now, so
Almost 4 hours.
yeah. So
No, my headphones died.
yeah, I think we'll call it here because I gotta take care of Sean. But just so we know what's going on, let's write in chat a few notes. So right now, what do we got? We got Sturge currently flying. Let's see. Sturge is 5 squares off the edge of boat. Floating in the air. Insubstantial till the end of his next turn.
Copy paste the distance of the boat from land.
Okay. Substantial till end of next turn. Let's see.
Rain's riding a snake, or trying to.
Oh yes, Rain just.
Rain is riding a
mounted
snake into battle,
a
like the
queen
wild lake she is.
Paul and I are good friends.
on the
Yes, you
shore.
can. We have a
We
week
was confused.
mounted archery or whatever.
Yeah, mounted archery.
Mounted
Let's
combat.
see.
I support.
And let's see.
The snake
It
ever.
is. Sturge
Like Rain is the next like evolution of Griffin Knot. She just like Snake Knot.
Snake knot.
5.
Snake Knot.
We tied in a knot.
Sturge is vulnerable to cold
In-
5. It is Lloyd's turn.
Top of the round.
Lloyd's turn. Top of the round. Let's see.
So I have +2 AC.
Yes. Sturge has +2, 8. Oops.
Also, the frost stuff is up, I believe.
Yeah, I put that on there. So Sturge is vulnerable to cold 5.
Which means
And
that I've got the concealment.
All of those, so I can keep them straight.
Respect.
Okay.
Okay. He's not dazed anymore. And I think that's it. I think that's it. Is that right? I think that's right. Okay.
I think that's
Oh yes, and the
The giants are 200 feet to the north.
Oh man.
okay. And yeah, I think that is all we need for this at the moment. Okay, so we'll pick that up next week, right from here, and so we'll get John more involved in this story next week, hopefully.
That's alright, can't be helped.
And Sturge, I feel like, is more formidable than the demons that we fought.
Right?
that
Like,
one.
damn.
Yes.
Like,
charts. It's frustrating, but like it's good when he's on our side. I want his AC to be high.
It's really good.
I'm
Well,
not
guys, we got that
using my
combat
oath.
we wanted.
Yeah.
you feel comfortable
Yeah.
sharing how much HP you get back when you go down?
All right.
HP.
Well, it is epic level thing, yeah. Okay. Well, I'm gonna sign off here, everybody, because I gotta
Have a
put Sean
good
to bed.
Right.
So night.
See you next time.
See you next time.
Night.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just to say, poor Jaez's story is so sad. I'm like,